Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be episode 61 of No Man's Land. Continuing on, we are planting our soybeans. Well, trying to. Soy in this whole big field here and soy in this field here. I might try to add this field this episode. We'll see. Yeah, we'll kind of see how that goes. Down here, we're planting corn as we normally do. But yeah, we're doing good. A few things happened off camera. I did sell our planks. I sold 100 pallets of them, which got us quite a bit of cash. We also signed a silage contract. We typically sell to the group of BGAs over here. So I signed a contract with them that whenever, as long as we only sell to them, so they get all of our silage, because they want our silage every year, they will always buy it for $190 per 1,000 liters, which is a pretty good deal for us, to be honest. Is this guy, he's struggling. Okay, that's unhire you and rehire you, I guess, if you do not want to keep going on your own free will. Actually, I'm going to drop you down to the bottom, so yeah, that just makes more sense. So we can get that taken care of. But at least we have plenty of, when doing soy, we have all sorts of stuff that can work for what we got going on. So I figure we'll do maybe soy this year, maybe soy next year, kind of depending on what we got going on, but definitely at least for this year. I don't know why the workers are being weird. They just don't want to start the, I don't know, they're just being all sorts of weird, but there, they'll start after I get them going on the field. But anyhow, so yeah, we also sold flour. Selling the flour got us a 1% penalty on our environmental score. So that was no good. I needed to fix that. So I spent $98,000 on soil samples, and I upgraded our sprayer to spot spraying for 39 grand. So we have that all set. I also got us a new lime spreader that holds a larger capacity, not by much, and I bought 100,000 liters of lime. Yeah, so we have we had a lot of stuff. And I also sold our oats. We made 121,000 off our oats, and I sold our silage for 95,000. So a lot of stuff kind of happened in there. But otherwise, we're doing really good. I'd like to get that field added this episode, and I'd also like to get cows rolling, but I don't know if we'll have the cash for that or not. We'll kind of see. Oh, we're out of seeds. And that's the other thing, too, I actually just bought was a seed tender. So I'm going to use that to run seeds out to my seeders instead of having to drive them back in over here. So yeah, this field is, I don't know what's going on here, but yep. But anyhow, I'm going to keep working on getting stuff done. I just wanted to bring you in, get you guys started on this episode, and we'll keep rocking and rolling. All right, it has not been that long. Well, it's the same day, matter of fact. I do need to be aware that we do have these loans out, and we have to be careful about that. So we do need to get those paid off soon. But with soybeans planted and corn planted here for more silage, of course, which I think will upgrade this silage operation at some point. We could potentially put another silage field here or more silage fields there or whatever the case may be. We do own all of this. I mean, we have so much land, so we have to be careful. We may even do maybe just a massive silage we could do, because this is a big rock formation, so we'll probably have to cut the field here, and then I don't want to go into this, so go across there and then up over, and so that'll probably be the field size. We could do just a massive silage field up there and then have a couple, I don't know. We have this set up down here, so it's kind of hard, but we can make this our grass field, get rid of these fields. I don't know. It's just, we have a lot of options, but I do think cows are going to go over here. I think that's the one thing I'm pretty sure about. So I'm going to hop into flight mode just because I think it'll make it easier for us to kind of decide what to do here. So I did think about doing a road over the top here, but I think this is just our best roadway over to here. So we have all this land. So I'd like to put, again, like I said, cows in, because we own, yeah, this is just a lot of good land that we're not using. So let's take a look. And I decided let's just get it rolling, because, well, at the end of the day, we just need to get it rolling. That's all we got to do. I'm looking for something that's not too expensive, that's going to hold a lot of cows. Ideally, 80 cows for 80 grand. 100 cow. Maybe we get like just a really big, like 500 cow barn. That thing's crazy looking. Oh, the LAC ones are really good as well. 500 cows holds 400 or 4 million liters of feed. That might be a good one to do. That might be. I bet you that's gonna be the one we go with. Yeah, 149. We can't really beat that price for what we're getting. Okay, so this is the tricky part. Getting this to go somewhere. I'm going to save the game real quick in case I really don't like what I'm about to do. And I'm going to turn autosave off for a second. So, oh, no, animals. Yes. this gonna be tough. I think right up against the road like there is gonna be our best best bet. I think honestly, that's pretty good in terms of being in line with the road. Obviously, it starts to go uphill there, and we don't want to be part of that hill. So I think maybe right about. You can see we're starting to have to do a little bit more landscaping. I think right about there. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's pretty darn good. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. Okay. I think just, well, I do kind of like this gravel texture. So you know what? Let's do gravel out here by where the cows are at. Just gravel across here. Okay, gravel across. Yeah, just kind of gravel where they're at, I think. Now I am going to do beef cows, so I don't want to do dairy. I haven't really done a lot of beef cows, so that's why I'm kind of excited to do beef, because I think it's just something different that I haven't really put a lot of time into doing. So I think it'll be good, kind of do something a little bit different in a way. Okay, now we need to connect this up to this road. You know, that road is so far away. Almost makes sense just to tap into the. Oop, that's my phone going off. It almost makes sense to tap onto the highway here, but gosh, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Again, if we don't like this later, it's not a big deal. So that's just rock the road in here. I think just, yeah, that's gonna be just straight out that way. That wasn't quite as smooth as it could have been, but pretty close to what we need. Definitely good enough for now, I think. Now, again, the benefit of doing cows here is we need to be able to get them. Well, we don't have any. First off, we don't have any food for them, so we need to get hay rock and roll, and that's the other thing I wanted to take a look at doing. So I think we're gonna add a grass dryer, because we're just gonna pick up the grass off the field. We're not gonna bale it into silage bales. I think we're actually gonna sell our baler. We're just gonna stop with the bales. Well, these are pretty good. We're just gonna do hay. We're not gonna do TMR. Let's see here. I think there's no Omatana has one that's fermenting style. I thought Omatana had it for like a hay dryer. I don't want to spend 50 grand on it, but I think that's what we got. I think this is what we got, unfortunately, for a hay dryer here. So, and I'm gonna put it out here just because, well, it might as well be out by where we have all this going on. So, right there, I could put potentially something else. So, I think right up over here is probably pretty good. Maybe just put it off a little bit, and then landscaping. I'm gonna flatten that. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of flatten that into that there. Yeah, that'll work. Flatten that. And yeah, that's good. Okay. Is that not all flattened up to that level? Interesting. Okay, there we go. That's close enough for now. Again, gravel. Just going into that like there. And then I do want the rest of that to be grass. Which this is actually one of the more expensive things. Grass is just so expensive. So expensive to place down. Of course, you don't have a ton to put down. What did that cost? Yeah, well, it was only 3 grand. So that's not too bad, honestly. Okay, so yeah, then we can drive around and do that. Now, the rest of the things we need. So mowers are fine. We can still windrow for now. We're gonna sell the baler. We don't need the baler anymore. We don't need the bale holder anymore because we're not gonna do bales anymore. So we can sell those 2 pieces of equipment off. And then now what we're gonna do instead is a loading wagon. Now I know these are a little cheaty, but just in the sense of saving me the time. You know what? Just we'll do 50,000. 50,000 is not unreasonable for a trailer to have. So I think that's pretty reasonable. And we'll do a silage additive tank, and I'm just going to keep everything standard with it. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. I'm actually going to lease this and we'll make payments on it because we're just running low on money. We have to buy cows still at some point. So that will help me get stuff over for doing that. I will sell those two things off. We'll get this grass mowed, get it put into our hay dryer up over the hill here, and then we'll get some cows bought. But we're not going to buy some cows till we have hay to feed them because, well, that just helicopter. That just makes sense. So we'll keep doing that. I think that's, yeah, I just wanted to do that, bring you guys in and do that real quick. Because I think, you know, we have the money in the bank. I know we don't have a ton of money, but if we're going to do cows, we just need to do them right and just start them off. And actually, the other thing we can do while you guys are in here is buy maybe or lease, what can these hold? 3 cows? No, thank you. 9, 30 cows, 32 cows, no cows, 12 cows, 12 cows, 36 cows, 56 cows. There it is right there. That's the one. So we will get this bad boy. We're going to lease this bad boy, which I hate. We got to give it a different color. I'm sorry. I can't handle it. I don't like any of these colors. That doesn't look too bad, actually. Crimson. Brown. What about this beige? No, I actually think this is probably the best looking one. Kind of almost the TARDIS color, pretty much. Chickens standard. Yeah, chickens in there. Yeah, we'll just do standard, obviously, because we're some new cows. We're gonna lease that and make payments on it. That's just what we got. So we have all the equipment we need. We're gonna sell those 2 off, which will give us a little bit more cash, and then cows are. Oh boy. Now, obviously, I know we're not going to buy them from this point, but let's just use this point as a reference, as an idea for what we're going to need. So if we're doing them for, we'll do, of course, Angus. We'll do 300 a piece. So 300. Okay, so how many could we get? So if we did get the full 500 in here, that would be $150,000. Okay, that's not too bad. So we'll probably put like 200 in here, and then that'll give us still a little bit extra cash. And then we can start rock and rolling with that. If you haven't seen my cow test video, I did test it. Now, it does depend on the map, but No Man's Land is one of the maps that this works on. Is if you just feed them hay, you're going to get almost the same level of production and everything like that. So it's almost worth it just to do that. Then it open? I would have thought that'd be kind of cool if that garage opened there. Now, obviously, we're going to get some slurry from this as well, so we'll have to... This looks terrible, but I'm not going to worry about it. But, yeah, so we'll get some slurry from it, which we can probably just spread on our fields because we're not going to get a lot of... Well, I don't know. We don't have... We'll cross that bridge when we get there. How about that? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'll see you guys when we got some cows. We're ready to put some cows in this bad boy and get it rocking and rolling. All right. So it's time... There's a whole thing of silage out of there, it looks like. It is time to pick up our cows. So if we take a look at our productions here, we should have enough hay to at least start feeding them. So I'm good with that. And I think we'll just start with 1 trailer load, probably. Yeah, that's probably best. That'll be enough work to get down to the farm anyways. And that'll be quite a bit of money. So I think that'll be good. And I think we are going to do Black Angus, kind of like I said. So I think that'll be good. But let's back up here to the animal dealer. All right. And get them loaded up. And we'll do, obviously, the youngest ones. 56. Actually, they're not too expensive. Maybe we'll do 2 loads. 2 loads? Yeah, what does the pen hold? 500? Yeah, we'll do 2 loads. There we go. I'll drive this down. I'll get these guys put in. Well, we might as well... Let's just keep you guys in. We'll probably end up wrapping the episode up here in a second anyways. Let's get these guys down. I'm not going to add any new businesses. I think this episode, we'll do that again next episode. Unless next episode's the Christmas special. But which is coming up soon, obviously, because Christmas is near. But I'm going to try to get another episode in between now and the Christmas episode before. So, but we'll see. Get a sip of coffee as we're driving down here. It has to be a little laggy through town. I've definitely been slowly having more issues, which is not great. Which means there's just a lot on the map going on. So yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, just a little laggy. But we're doing the best we can. Doing the best we can. Now, actually, this would probably be the perfect time to have an entrance off of the highway, so I might actually put one in. I know I said I didn't want to do that, but yeah, we have to have one. It just makes sense for delivering cows here. Yeah, we got to put one in, I think. So let's go ahead. We'll stop here. Wow, that took a lot more to stop than I thought. These cows are heavy, which I guess makes sense, but they're going to get hopefully heavier so we can make more money. I think we'll do it in between these two trees right here. I'm just going to hop out. I'm just going to delete the trees. Yeah, that'll just be easier. Boom. And boom. And I'm going to get out of the way here because we're going to need to get into build mode. And we're going to demolish. I'm going to see if it'll let me demolish. Will it let me demolish? No, because they're not mine. So I figure that might be a problem. So we will. Oh, there we go. Issues there. We're going to hop over to the businesses account. And we're going to demolish these guys here. Okay, so yeah, I think. Yeah, that should be good. And then I'm just going to paint that real quick. Just across there. And then I'm going to demolish this across here, which that is plenty. And then I will do the painting on our account for that one, since we should be paying for that. There we go. Okay. Landscaping, we will get paint. Let's get some gravel. We will, I think, maybe a little bit smaller to just start just across that. It doesn't have to be that wide. There, just something like that to get it up and over to here. Perfect. There. And I think that will work for us. Okay. So now we have a nice little entrance. Now we can stop blocking the roadway. Get these cows put in here. We'll get them some feed, which we'll have to drive a tractor over here with some feed in it. We should be able to just back up to that area right there. Put them in. All right. Easy does it. Yeah, I think 112 cows. That'll be a good start for us, I think. There we are. Okay, select and move to husbandry. Yes. Okay. So now we have those moved into there, and if we take a look in here at our animals, we need to get them some hay, which is great. Easy peasy. Get them some hay in there, and that's all we need to provide them. Oh, they need water as well. Oh, this pen is killing me. I thought because it's a barn, you shouldn't have to provide sand. What do they need? What? Why, where, how? Hopefully they don't actually need that. We'll provide them water and see. That's wild. Okay. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, well, you know what? That's where we'll leave it for today. We got the cows put in here. This has been, I think, a decent length episode. We're at about 18, 19 minutes. I'll drive up off camera when I'm going to come and I'm not going to put sand in there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there if they need sand. But I'm just going to go drive up, get another load of cows, put them in here, get them fed, get them some water, which I don't think we have a water trailer. I don't think we do. We just don't. Oh, man, we have this little guy here, 2,000 liters at a time. I'm not going to use that. I think, I know it's a bit cheaty, but it's just to get him water, which we shouldn't have to do anyways because it's an animal pen. So I think what we'll do is get the lizard TARDIS and put 200,000 liters in it. Nope, that one isn't the right one. Is it up here? Yeah, here. Liquid XL, yeah. 200,000 liters. I think it can do, I think it can do more than, maybe it's just 200,000. So yeah, we'll just get this guy. I'm just going to buy that. Yeah, we'll just buy that. And then we will use that to get them water and all that good stuff. So First off, I installed this new water pump here, so it pumps stuff out of our stream under the hill and then up into the tank here for capacity. And as you can see here, it's very slow to fill up. It's the same one that comes with No Man's Land over on the other side that we have, but I wanted one near the cows since we have to give them water and those tanks out in the field. That's why the gate's open there. Hopefully the cows aren't running off. But anyhow, yeah, it's slowly filling up. We had this trailer already. I spent $180 to upgrade the capacity for the forage capacity, because what I decided to do is over here by the cows, I'm going to keep the little John Deere, and I'm going to keep this setup right here. The good thing about the John Deere as well is it has a front loader attachment here, so if we ever did decide to do bales or anything like that, which I don't honestly plan to do because loose is just so much easier, but if we ever did plan to do that, we could easily do that over here. So, and then I'm just going to leave this truck and trailer parked over here too. I think this stuff is just all... Let's close that door there. I have to turn it on to close the door. Darn it. Nope, don't want to do that. There we go. Yeah, we didn't want the doors on. All right, anyhow. So, yeah. Now, the cows themselves, they have plenty of what they need for now. They have plenty of hay and water. So they don't hold as much as I was hoping they would, or this tank, or this pen, good lord. I was hoping it would, but regardless of that. Now, sand, I have no idea why that's there or how that's going to work. So we're just going to have to fast forward time and see if things go bad or not. So let's go over here to sales, keep an eye on that. We could probably use another truck, honestly. Oh, I am tempted to buy that, because what do we have for trucks right now? We have 2. Well, honestly, we don't need more than 2, I don't think. Yeah, 2 is probably plenty for us. That's fine. We're not going to worry about buying that. Okay. Let's get us into the next day. That's still going to keep loading up with water. It'll just take it a while. Now, they don't use very much water, so once it's full, we can probably ignore it for a while. Go on here. Little farm lot. It's kind of cool. Nice little wheel loader there. All right, let's take a look at how things are going. Nothing in here we want to buy. That's a nice harvester, but we don't need it. Okay, the cows. All right, perfect. So their health is going up. They're not going to need the sand. That's great. They use a little bit of water. Their productivity is going up, and their hay's going out. So by tomorrow, which is going to be a new month, they should be 100% good to go. So, yeah, I think we're easy peasy, lemon squeezy, good to go on that. So, let's make sure there's nothing. I don't think there's anything farming related we have to do. Everything should be good out here. These guys didn't need nitrogen. Yeah, there's no weeds out there. Yeah, everything is good and growing, so that's good. So we don't have to worry about any of that. Barley will be the next. Well, actually, maybe grass will be the next thing needs to be harvested, which we will do again because we need to get more and more hay going. Which they're not going to use probably a lot of hay. They did use. I mean, they're going to use a fair amount, but it's not going to be as much as I think it's going to be. So let's get us into June here. Just make sure there's nothing on there we need. Now we're doing animals. Oh, that's a really nice tractor. We don't need it though. I'm probably just going to start saving up, and eventually we're just going to buy some new equipment and stuff like that, new tractors, that sort of thing, which would be good for us. Okay, let's just get us around noon. That'll be fine. Perfect. Okay. So if we take a look, nothing we need in there. The cows, yep, 100% health. Puberty's going up. 100% productivity. Their water's going... Yeah, so everything's working out great. So we don't need to worry about sand, which is fantastic, because I would not know what to do with that. But, yeah, so now I can just sit here and keep dumping this stuff out, which is great. How much is it going to take of this trailer? It'll take more than I thought it would. We can just top it up here real quick. Yeah, basically now I can just kind of drive around, and this stuff can just kind of stay here and hang out. Fill that up. There should still be quite a bit in there. How are other productions doing? Making a lot of planks. That's good. There's still some wood being distributed there. Yeah, so we're going to need more and more hay, so we'll keep going. Basically, I want to get this thing completely full, maxed out, and then we can go from there. If we decide we still need more from that, we'll go from there. But yeah, so ideally, these cows will actually reproduce, and then once they get us 112 more baby cows, then we will be even more good to go by then. So let's see how are you doing filling up. Oh, you stopped. Why did you stop filling up on water? We need more water. Oh, that closed. All right, there we go. Keep going, so I'll let that keep rocking and rolling in the background. This thing can hold 200,000 liters, so it will take a while. You can see, obviously, it fills up very slowly, which kind of makes sense, I guess, from our specific scenario, because I am saying we're pumping it from this lake all the way over to here. So, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, everything's good. The grass says, I know it says ready to harvest, but obviously we have to wait till it's in the next state 'cause it's not that the best time yet. Yeah, there'll be more next state. But I think what I would like to do is turn this into a grass field. I know we just set up all of our silage stuff down here, but I think we need a bigger silage field. I think this setup up here needs to be silage because this is going to be easy to access all of this around for our equipment that's here, so we can keep farming this pretty easily. But then this, I think, could be a nice silage area. We can get a big old silage harvester and maybe do something like that. I think that's just a good idea. So, which I mean, we're going to make more and more money as we go, and it's not going to be a big deal. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. I don't know where we're going to get to. Honestly, I don't know where we're going to hate that little weird collision that's there. But I don't know where we're going to get to today. We'll definitely get through this year's harvest. It's crazy up in the upper right-hand corner there. You can see we've been on this map for 21 in-game years, which is crazy. But yeah, so obviously the cows are going to take a while to grow up, but they are doing their thing now, and we are going to be able to start making some money off of the cows. And I think I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet because I am curious. I can't remember off the top of my head how much we make, which I'll let you guys know here in a second, off of the cows when we go to sell them. Because eventually there's a good part to sell them. 18 months, you can sell them. No, we don't want to sell them then. We want to sell them at 24 months because that's where they kind of top out at $1,200. They still keep going up in value after that. However, after they go up in value by that, instead of going up by $46 to $47 a day, they only go up by 16, 17 bucks a day, and they're still eating the same amount of food. So, yeah, and that's for the limousine and Angus there. And then in terms of everything else, yeah, I think, oh, their first birth's at 27 months, though. So we will go all the way up to 27 months, and then we'll sell the old cows off, and then we will keep rocking and rolling. After maybe, yeah, let's go back to here. So after these guys maybe are maybe a year old, we'll buy another 112 cows, and then we'll go from there. Because this thing can hold 500, so we can have probably 3 sets of 112 in here at a time, and then those would count for births and stuff like that. And that'll give us a good... already stopped again, huh? It's going to drive me absolutely insane. But that's okay. It's a slow process. It's free water, though, so it's fine. It's fine. Everything's great. But yeah, okay. I'm going to keep rocking and rolling, keep getting some things done, and I'll bring you guys back in later on. Probably either when it's harvest time or after harvest even, but we'll see. Maybe even next year. I don't know when I'll bring you guys back in. You guys have seen a lot of stuff happen. I know I skipped forward quite a bit. I got some comments about that, about nice skipping forward, and I'm just trying to keep it entertaining because I know some of you guys don't mind just watching some of the minutia and just some of the farm tasks happening and stuff like that, but I don't want you guys to get bored of it. I could do some more time lapses, which maybe that's what we'll do this episode. We'll do a nice like soybean harvest time lapse or forage harvest time lapse or something like that. That'd be kind of nice to do, I think. So if you guys want to see more time lapses, just let me know. I know some people are very against them, but yeah, that's just the trick. I just try to please everyone as best I possibly can and keep the series entertaining, which obviously we're making a lot of progress, and our farm is slowly going to build up more and more and more. So in terms of progress, I think we're doing pretty good there. But yeah, all right, I will keep working on stuff around the farm. I'll bring you guys back in later on. All right, so the soybeans are ready to harvest. A couple of things, some actually kind of major changes to the farm. Not crazy major, but a little bit extreme. So first off, as you know, we have this grass field down here, these 2 grass fields. They're obnoxious. The workers don't like them. So I tried to do course play. The course play route, it still didn't like it. So I didn't like it at all. So I'm done with these grass fields. They are done to me. They are dead to me. So what I did with, let's just go into flight mode. I think it'll be easier to show you guys a couple of things here. So I'm done with these grass fields. So what I did was I cleared out some trees and I put this grass field in over here. This one's ready to harvest now. I think this will be much better. We can park all the grass equipment. I can put a shed right here. This is a perfect spot for it. And we still have room right here. I measured it out to put another one of those barns right next door. So we can do more cows in the future, which I think we'll probably do because we're going to do a lot of grass. This is more grass and should be easier to work with. So I'm pretty excited about that. And it's kind of helped maximizing our land a little bit because we probably would not have been able to use this for, well, wouldn't have been able to use it for. We probably would not have used it for more animals since that's a lot of land and it's kind of on a hill. So would have been a pain. So yeah, then we can put another animal pen here. And then maybe if we want to, we can put an animal pen here. Or maybe a small one here, depending. We could probably do up to 4 over here, but I don't know how many animals we're going to want to do. And then this area right here, I'm not sure 100% what to do with it. So I've kind of thought of a few ideas. This would be against what we've done in No Man's Land in the past, and that's not a bad thing. So this field, as you guys know, I'm gonna do some major field adjustments, I think, after this harvest. So as you know, this field, I want to cut it a little bit back from the edge, just a little bit. But what I could do is run it out, and I could clear these trees and put a road. Well, actually, I could leave this road alone. I could expand this field over and then do that. And then this area could be field area. As before, it's been storage and stuff like that. And then we could use, well, this region for our storage. Now, the only thing I don't like about that, which, because this is a really good area for a field space. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do that, though, because the reason being, this is a really central area, and you can't really do a lot with this here. So this might still be our storage area through here. That might just be best, because it's right smack in the middle of most of our farm, because our grass equipment will all be over here, so we don't have to take care of this field. And this field has its own stuff. Now, I do want to still maybe do a big silage field up here, and then we can have a silage barn for all of our silage equipment up over, or maybe on the side here. But yeah, so this is pretty central to the 3 main fields we have. The other thing I thought about doing, because we have some extra space, is right in here. I was thinking about putting a small field in, and then, yeah, I think I will do that, and maybe doing like vegetables. I know that's crazy. I did see on sale. I bought it because it was on sale, and I was thinking about this, and I think the game's almost like Google. It just listens to you and it advertises things you might need. So anyhow, this thing was on sale for $5,000. So I picked it up because it wasn't that expensive. And we could get what I want to do eventually if we do vegetables, because vegetables you make a lot of money on per area. So we'd actually do really good on the vegetables. Is I want to get the harvester has a capacity, this guy right here, $101,000. So that would, it would take a while to do even just a small field here. And we'll make sure there's plenty of space around the edges. It would take a while, but it would still be a lot of money every year, and it could kind of run in the background, I think, depending on what vegetable we do. Let's see, because, yeah. So we could harvest those, whatever, that we could plant them in a way to make them ready to harvest when everything else is ready to harvest, whatever we're doing that year. So they're pretty flexible, and I think carrots are the best, so we'll do carrots every year. But I think that would be good, just so that gives us a little bit more options. It gives us another way to make some extra cash. Eventually that silo is going to go. I might actually get rid of it at the end of this year. Because I want to square this field off, and then I want to move this stuff in. I want to get rid of this stuff here. Going up against this field is fine, and actually going up against this field is fine as well. What I'm probably going to start doing more of is using course play, which I'll demonstrate here in a second, because I think course play is just going to be better for us. But we have a lot of soybeans to harvest, guys. This is going to be our best harvest yet, so I'm excited for the money we're going to make off of that. I'm going to do the grass harvesting over here as well, and we're going to keep putting it into here. Now, one thing I noticed, and what I'll probably start doing, so if we go down here to production, this guy's about full. We're not burning through hay that fast. However, I think we are going to start burning through hay that fast. So I can't, did we pay 30 grand for this thing? I was thinking about getting another one of these. I think that might be a good idea. Production. Can't remember what we paid for it, though. It's going to be past this. Ferment. That's a nice little fermenter style there. Not very expensive either. But I think we paid. Did we pay 50 for it? We might have paid 50 for it. Yeah, we might have paid. Wait, here it is. Yeah, we did pay. We paid 50. No, that's the silo. But here, this one, yeah. So we did pay 50 for it. So it'd be kind of nice to get another one of these. So then we can have a max capacity of 1 million liters of hay. Because I think that'd be good to start stocking the hay up. Because what I want to do as well with the cows, after these guys are 6 months old, I'm going to buy another 112 cows. And then every 6 months, I'm going to buy 112 cows. And then after we get enough, they should reproduce on their own. And then that system will kind of be in place. That way we can kind of sell. Then eventually we'll get to a point where every 6 months we sell 112 cows pretty much. We'll kind of get to that point. So I want to keep doing that. And I think that'll be just kind of a good way to go about things. Which means we're going to need another barn and all that good stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how that all goes. But I think we should get another one of those if we can. In the meantime, though, since that is pretty expensive, I'm going to put all of our extra grass into the fermenting silos over there, because I think we should just ferment it into silage and make some extra cash off of that. So I think that's what we're going to do. So today when I do the grass harvest, I guarantee we'll get more than, well, maybe not. Well, yeah, we'll probably get a little bit more than that. So all the extra stuff I'll put over into the other silo and go from there. But yeah, and we're also going to stop doing barley for now. I'm going to put this in our regular field rotation with everything else. We could do some flour and stuff, or some barley flour or something in the future. But for now, I've decided to put this on the regular rotation because I'm going to start working on clearing some of these buildings out after we're done with some different things. And that way we can hopefully start getting our farm ready to upgrade. So I'm going to stop doing the flour here pretty soon. But I think the thing that's going to slow us down the most is going to be the sawmill over there. But yeah, another thing as well, I have kind of officially retired our Massey Ferguson tractor, and I'll explain that in a second. So this guy right here, it has over 50 hours on it. And as you know from my maintenance test, if you watch that, and just general experience, once you get a tractor or a vehicle over 50 hours, it degrades really quickly. So the maintenance kind of goes up really fast and it gets really expensive to maintain. So I'm still going to keep it. I'm not going to sell it because it's only like 20 or 30 grand that we get for it. I'm going to maintain, or not going to maintain it, sorry, I should say. I'm going to hold on to it in case we need it as kind of like an emergency backup tractor if we need 3 tractors for whatever reason or more. I know we have more than 3 tractors, but we have kind of 2 medium tractors in the same class as it, which is our cases. So, yeah, we're going to hold on to it for now. I've been using this guy over here to do some of the, you can see that's my courseplay route. That was a disaster over there. I've been using him to do the windrowing, which the windrower, there it is. So I'll still keep using him to do the windrowing over here and driving him over there. It's not a big deal to do that, just because it puts some hours on him, and that's fine. But yeah, so I just want to let you guys know that. So we're kind of in the market for a new tractor. I'm not going to worry about it too much. But yeah, those are kind of some major changes. I would like to start cleaning this area up and getting it ready for, I'd like to start getting it ready for us to upgrade the farm. So a few things we're going to sell off because we're not going to need them anymore, or we don't need them anymore right now. Is this log trailer? Any logs I cut down, I've been using the little log distributor thing, which I know is kind of cheating, but it just kind of saves me some time, and forestry is not really the main aspect of what we're doing here. I'm also going to sell off probably our front-loading equipment, because we really don't use it. So I'm going to sell all of our front-loading equipment. I'm going to sell this trailer off, that bucket off, because we don't need that. I'm going to sell our tedder off. We don't need our tedder. We're not making hay anymore that way. I'm going to sell both of these seeders off. We don't need them anymore. So, or the planter and the seeder here. We just don't need them. So I'm going to sell them off. The wood... the stump grinder, I'm going to get rid of it. This big weight, we don't need it. We don't need this guy right here either, or this weight. And we also don't need this animal trailer here. So all of this stuff, a lot of this stuff along here, I'm going to sell off, which I don't know how much we're going to get for. Probably not a lot, but we'll sell all of it off. We'll hold on to this planter for now, I think. But most of our equipment we get pretty good use out of it. And this actually, the step deck trailer, we can sell that as well. That'll clear a lot of our kind of liabilities out of the way and stuff like that. Just kind of extra equipment and stuff out of the way. That way we can start getting ready to maybe upgrade the farm over here, which I think would be very good. We do have a little bit extra money. One thing I also almost forgot to mention is I decided, I made our executive decision. So again, my original plan was to expand this out maybe to here and go a little further. Well, probably not to there, but maybe go up. I don't know. I wanted to at least buy these 3 plots. I sold this one off for $111,000 because first off, this chunk of land is pretty much useless with all the rocks and stuff on it, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these 3 chunks of land. And honestly, we have plenty to manage with this chunk of land here. So I think our farm is probably plenty big in terms of land. Because I mean, if you think about it, we own a fair portion of this map. This is a standard map in game. We probably own 1/4 of it. So we have a large farm. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the size of the farm that we're operating here. So I don't think we need to make it any bigger. And I mean, look at this. There's not a lot you can do with that land over there. So I sold it back. And this is just kind of now our border of our land is right along there. So I'm not worried about it. I think that'll probably be good in the long term for us. But yeah, little vegetable garden here, maybe another couple small fields here and there, depending on what we need for space for our storage. But we'll kind of play that by ear as we get closer. So we'll get this farm up and running and really upgraded, I think, here pretty quick. So I just want to let you guys know. I am going to leave the grass fields alone for now. I might as well leave them as extra grass fields in case we really are running low on grass or something like that. But I'm not going to harvest them because they're just a pain. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys for this episode. We're pretty far into it. I want to get the Christmas special recorded as well here soon. So I need to do that. But, yeah. We're making good progress on here. This episode was a little bit, well, actually, no, it's about the right length, maybe a little bit shorter, actually, even. But we have a lot of work to do. Next time we get on here, we are going to do massive soy harvest. We're going to do our grass harvest, get some silage off of that. Silage harvest here. I would like to, next episode, put this field up here, or at least, yeah, I think I'll go up to the edge on this side, and then maybe go direct right here on this side, and then have some extra space around there. So I think we'll do that next episode. Maybe we'll put our vegetable field in since we have one of the pieces of equipment, but we got to be careful with our money because we are we're trying to, I think we're kind of running into the issue where I'm trying to upgrade the farm faster than we're getting money for, which, I mean, we're going to make it all back. It's not a big deal. That's not the problem, but it's just we have to be able to make it there. And we also have to remember we have 2 loans right now. So we have these 2 guys. So we still owe the bank, you know, $260,000 just about right there if you look at those. So, which, yes, we are paying those off just fine. The monthly payments aren't too bad, but it would be much nicer if we just had that debt out of the way. So anyhow, guys, I know I didn't add any businesses in or anything like that. I'm working a lot right now, and I'm getting ready to travel to go visit some family at the very end of the year. So I'm just trying to get you guys some videos ready so you guys have something to watch if you need to. But anyhow, this is the Christmas special, which I've done traditionally every year since I've been doing YouTube. So yeah, just a little quick video to say happy Christmas. Good Lord, I can't talk. Merry Christmas to you and your family and a happy new year. I hope you guys are having a great holiday break no matter what you guys are celebrating. So yeah, if you guys are tuning into this on Christmas Day, you're crazy. Go spend time with your family, but I do appreciate it. If you're watching this with your family, hello, everyone. It is good to see you, and we have something very special planned for you guys today, I think. And again, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. So here we are. It's wintertime. You can ignore the crops out there. I'm not using this save game again. I made a copy of it. So this is just for Christmas, and we've decorated. There's a special something, and that's the end of this episode right there. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the end of it. Can I turn these lights on? Will they turn on? Maybe not. Ugh, I did a terrible job decorating. We have a couple snowmen, though. Those are kind of fun. But yeah, it's snowing. We're going to go out to a nice Christmas special. I decided to drive this guy right here because this thing is just the coolest. As you can see, got to have the lights on there. Love it. All right. So yes, there is a nice little Christmas kind of drive-through celebration with a nice little market and all sorts of fun things just up the road from us. I didn't decorate the whole town. I thought this would be pretty fitting what we're about to go see here. So I am excited to show it to you. You'll start seeing some stuff up on the right-hand side of the road here very soon, as it renders in here. You can see some Christmas stuff up there, up ahead. Oh, planks are not accepted here. I'm not putting planks anywhere. Leave me alone. Anyhow, yeah, we got a very cool thing. I used all the mods that were on Mod Hub Christmas related, I think. So here we are. I'm going to turn our lights off, and we are going to go. We'll stay out of cab, actually. It's kind of hard to look around when you're in cab. I thought about doing it either way, but Merry Christmas. Little Christmas tree there. A little bit of snow. Snowman. And we have, that's Santa right there? Boom. Santa right there. Easy peasy. And I love the little, the nativity cardboard cutouts as part of the cardboard cutout mod. I love that. Some snowmen on the left there. Nice Christmas decorations. Beautiful. The snowmen on the right, you really can't see them. I put these lights to see if it would illuminate them, but it obviously did not do the trick. But that's okay. You can see we've got some nice trees out on the side there. We head up through here, nice string lights on the left-hand side. And we have a Christmas market. Oh, nice little reindeer there as well. And look at that up the way. We have Santa. And there is probably some music, so I have the game volume pretty much muted, but look at that. I love it. Such a cool mod. It took me forever to figure out that I had to turn these on, by the way. This is my second take on this. What is the, oh, Santa over here working hard, doing his thing. Nice, nice, nice. You see my light did him no favors. But yeah, here we are, the Christmas market. This is by Omatana, by the way. If you want to use this for your whatever you got going on. So get some coffee here. Let's grab, oh, can I not grab that? I would like a coffee, please. Hello? Let me grab your coffee. Stop hiding your coffee from me. Give me your coffee. I would like it. This is too heavy for me. Oh, I am doing something. Pour beverage. Pour beverage again. It does do something. Let me. Oh, there it goes. I'm doing that. Oh. I'm walking way too fast. Let's get out of that speedy mode here. Let's go to the front. What do you have for me? Oh, cookies. Fantastic. Oh, play music again. Fabulous. What do you have? Ah, pickup object. Here we go. We can get these over to a table. This one's already got coffee on it. Must be ready for me. Yeah, let's get these nice little treats out there. On there, oh, some French fries and oh, a sausage there. It looks great. Ooh, what do we have over here? Play music. Play music again. Oh, that's right. The thing floats. I forgot. It's playing something you can't hear. I'll turn up the volume. You guys got to be able to hear this. There's gonna be some Christmas music and it might be loud. That was great. All right. Well, we've had our snack. Let's get back to doing this. So it's gonna be a 40-minute episode. We'll hop back in our truck here because we are not even close to done, my friends. Well, we're maybe close to halfway. But anyhow, that was one of my proudest moments, right? That old sled set up there. And there's the Christmas music. I'm sure you can hear it now. Lots of good decorations around here. Lots of trees. Oh, that one's loud. That Christmas music there. And just a line of trees. We're going to go in cab for this. This is just too cool. Just a line of Christmas trees leading to the next part here. I love it. And we are just bouncing all over the road. It's totally fine. Totally normal. Fantastic. They didn't decorate for Christmas up in their cabins there. But yeah, I figured our little campground area over here would be kind of the perfect host for the little Christmas special we have going on here. See a lot of stuff in here. Yeah. Let's hop out. Take a look around. Some nice snowman out and about. These things actually light up a little bit, which is pretty cool. Some more lights. Lots of these guys around. If we go out to... Where's the dock? Here it is. We'll go out and stand on the dock here without falling in. Would be ideal. We can see we have a nice Christmas thing there and some... Just a beautiful view around here. Look at that. Fabulous. And you can hear the Christmas music in the background. That is fantastic. I love it. I was pretty happy with how it came out. It didn't take me a ton of time to get all this stuff. I just kind of placed some decorations around and thought it looked good. So hopefully there's not a lot of people camping out here. Actually, the little icon lights actually help a little bit, light everything up. But yeah, quite a bit of stuff around here. Yeah, look at all that. I just want to say thank you to all you guys. This is my third Christmas celebrating as a YouTuber, I guess you could say. Doing various videos on farm sim and the like, and I want to say thank you guys. We could probably grill something up here. I get some more sausages on there. But I just want to say thank you to you guys for all the support over the years. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Honestly, I know it's that cliche thing to say that I wouldn't be here without you guys, but I really wouldn't. I'm really thankful for all you guys. So, oh, and my cat is here to bother me now. Go figure. Farm cat's here. But anyhow, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I've loved every minute of doing this. It's been an absolute blast. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's been absolutely worth it and a lot of fun for you guys. So, yeah. I hope to see some of you guys in January at Llama, which is the event in the UK. But if I don't, I hope to meet all of you guys someday. So there you guys go. I think that's where we're going to leave it. Just a very simple episode today. Just a nice little Christmas special for you to get you into the spirit. But yeah, there you go. If you guys time since we have been on here, like a crazy long time. And if you're watching them later and this is no gap and there's been no gap, I apologize. This may not make sense, but if you've been keeping with the series from the beginning and you've been waiting for a long time or thought the series was over, I apologize. Yeah, this is, I think, wasn't trying to fold it. I think my new goal is going to be to focus on this series, mostly this series, until we get a new farming simulator, I think, or at least until we seem to get to a good place on this one. Typically, traditionally, I've done episodes on here that go all the way up until we hit about 100 episodes, and usually the 100th episode is something special. This is obviously episode 64, so we're still quite a ways away from that. 36 more episodes to go, not including this one, so 36 more after this. I think we can do that. I'm hoping to put 2 to 3 out a week. It just kind of depends on time. These episodes do... Ooh, boy. Oh, no crashing. These episodes do tend to take me a lot of time to film and get recorded and all that sort of stuff and get put together. Because there's a lot of stuff off camera and stuff like that that happens. But That is the goal. So hopefully we can try to accomplish that. But right now, this episode, let's focus on what we got going on right now. Yeah, we are rocking and rolling. We are doing really good. And one thing too, we're obviously going to get our soy harvest done. I don't do a lot of sponsorship ads and stuff like that on the channel. There is one I actually want to start putting in. I have got a really cool opportunity to work with SNHU, which is a really cool university that's mostly online. And they reached out to me, and it does go to help support the channel if you guys check them out and ask for some information about what they have going on in their university. I am very much in support of people getting a higher education if it's possible for them. And I think this is a really cool opportunity to kind of bridge that into some farming simulator and let you guys know that, oh, well, you still can have a higher education if you're something you're interested in. So I'm going to play that little advert for you guys, and then, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Hey everyone, Farmer Cop here. As you know, it is very rare for me to do a sponsor ad or a sponsor video, and that is because I only advertise products or companies that I actually believe in, and that is why I want to take a minute and tell you about Southern New Hampshire University, or SNHU, who has graciously offered to sponsor this video. Most of you are here watching my channel because, like me, one of your favorite games, if not your favorite game, is Farming Simulator. You love the ability to drive authentic equipment in game, to grow your farm, and the ability that Farm Sim offers you to play the game any way you like. Think if you had that know-how and education to create games like Farm Sim, or to have the knowledge to be able to work for companies that make games like the ones you love to play every day. SNHU offers an amazing and completely online game development program that will teach you everything you need to know. The program covers 2D and 3D modeling, texturing, game physics, and will help you be able to create dynamic and challenging experiences for game players using game AI. The program will teach you how to create flawless user experiences for players, as well as how to use major computer programming languages such as C++, C#, and Java. And you'll be taught by people with real-world experience. And after you graduate, SNHU has career services to help prepare you for the job market. SNHU is an accredited online and nonprofit university, which allows them to offer you a very affordable tuition rate so you can obtain a degree without it costing you a fortune or you having to go really far into debt. You may even be eligible for financial aid, and if you have past college credits, they may be able to apply those to your current degree or your new degree. It was even voted to be one of the country's most innovative universities by US News and World Report. I have a college degree personally, and it has helped me in my success in my career, and I think that having one will help you too. I truly do believe that education is important, and that is why I agreed to be sponsored by SNHU. Go to snhu.edu/farmercop to find out if you are eligible for the Game Developer Program or any other great program SNHU may offer. You can find that link below in the description of the video, and every time you use that link, it helps support the Farmer Cop channel, so take a look and see if you can take this opportunity. All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little advert. If you didn't, I apologize. Just skip it next time. You guys don't have to watch it. It'll probably be in just a few of the future episodes at least. We have a lot of planks. Planks sell good in, well, anytime because we have that contract. Then we also have flour that we need to sell, so flour's underway getting produced, and we can sell flour in December. Soy is going to get sold in June, which is what we're harvesting now, and silage in January. Everything's going good. Our cows are doing really good right now. I can't remember if they produce milk or not. I know I literally just did my cows test, but I just can't remember. So yes, flour is still getting made, which is great. There's plenty of inputs there. Wood is still getting transferred over to our sawmill, which is going to make planks for us, which is great. So that'll slowly happen in the background. Yes, we're going to make some silage here in a second. I need to cut some grass and put some more grass in here. Now, also, too, if we have extra grass, we can obviously make it into silage here as well. Now, it does say we can do, like, straw silage. I'm not going to do that because I think that's a little cheaty, to be honest. But if we hop over, yeah, we need to get this underway as well. Get this guy fired up. I'd like to buy some more equipment. I think we could upgrade our equipment. I think that might be kind of our next goal, is to get some better equipment and start upgrading some of our facilities. I'd like to maybe look at, I don't know, we could even do some more, I want to say more cows, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'll kind of think about that. But yeah, what I'm going to start working on, I'm going to get obviously our grass done here, because we have this whole grass field good to go. I'm going to get all this harvested, get it all put probably mostly into making hay, I think. For now, I'm not going to worry about these grass fields anymore. And then we do have corn down here that needs to be made into silage. Then obviously we have our, what are you doing? Oh boy. We have our soy harvest that's underway if our workers actually do it correctly. But yeah, those are kind of the things that I'm going to start working on getting done. I may also, sorry, my phone's going off as well again. I forgot to mute it. I may as well go ahead and get some planks sold off. I think that will be super helpful for us. But our farm has started to shape up really well. I think it's coming along really nicely, and it's yeah, it's doing great. And I also want to work on getting another field put in up here, because it's kind of our last field expansion, is I think just putting a big field up there. And then I think that'll be good for us in terms of fields for a while. And that should keep us fairly busy. But yeah, I think equipment and kind of some building upgrades, maybe get some real sheds and stuff put on here. Maybe a factory if we wanted to go that route. Or even maybe branch out into some more profitable crops. Like we could get into some, maybe making some clothes out of some cotton if we got that set up. And did that. We also could raise sheep. I mean, that's actually not a bad idea either. So we'll think about some things that we want to upgrade and get going. Let me know, you guys, down in the comments what you guys think we should do as we're moving forward, getting back into it. But yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff done off camera. Hopefully that rain, I see rain now in the corner there. Looks like rain's coming. Hopefully we can get this all done before it starts raining. But I'll see you guys later on. All right, we're making progress. I decided to bring you guys back in just for a quick little update here. Holy smokes, we are going to get a lot of money off of this harvest. The grass is done. I'm getting ready to go actually put some fertilizer down on it right now. We did really good. We got almost 400,000 liters off it. I actually had to bring the Massey out of storage because we needed an extra tractor. We just needed it for a little bit. We're actually not using it anymore, but still had to bring it out because we needed more stuff to do. But yeah, so I also bought a little bit more fertilizer. We needed a little bit, so that's why the money's gone down a bit. But we're doing pretty good otherwise. Who's about to be? You're about to be full, aren't you? Yep, you sure are. Let's go ahead and just unhire you now, and we'll take you up over the... I don't know. It doesn't like this into the field. I did this first part manually. I'm going to have to come back and do this part here manually. That's just weird. Something about... I don't know. There's something about this field that's being weird. But yeah, so the harvester's still doing good. You can see we still have about half of this field, maybe a little bit less than half, and then a little bit less than half on this one. And so far, we have 122,000 liters of soy. So we are doing just fine. Yeah, if we go down to our... in here, and so this is completely filled up. I completely filled that up and had to start putting stuff into here. So I need to activate the grass silage on both of these. So it's going to be a really good year for us. And I know this is the first time we've been able to get like all of our fields with our new expansions and everything done. Because this field, if I remember correctly, last year we did not have this all the way out here. So this is all kind of going to be fresh and new and awesome. So yeah, we are doing real good. Which did I put this in last time? Does one of these need more? No, they're both going to be probably pretty close to full. So let's put it in this one, though, so it has less grass. So we'll do that. Was that the second one? Yeah, it's definitely the second one. We'll do that one first. And ooh, easy does it. Now, I know it's a little cheaty using these trailers that have the ridiculous capacity, and it honestly is, and I apologize for doing that. Most of the stuff like this I do off camera anyway, so for the benefit of you guys, it only just saves me a little bit of time. Oop, that is full. That is... Uh-oh. I think that's full. Is that why it maybe stopped? Yep, sure is. Okay, well, we're going to be overflowing with calf this year as well. Good Lord. Oh, so much. But yeah, the only reason I do it this way with the kind of cheaty trailers now is because it just saves, personally, it saves me time. So that way I can work a little bit more and getting some other stuff done and do some other episodes and other videos for you guys. So that's the only reason really that I try to use these trailers once I get a series kind of going. At first I get the struggle and I'm all about it. But it's nice to make the struggle a little bit easier as we get going. So, but yeah, we're going to finish up all this stuff. And then we're not going to do barley this year. I think we're going to do all these as a group next year. I'm hoping we do, I mean, before June rolls around, we're not going to be able to sell the soy until June. So we might end up doing, we should do something different, I think, maybe next year. But I'm trying to think of like what we could do. We're past canola. Oats will be pretty, we might just do another round of soy. We could do sorghum as well. Yeah, I've thought about doing some root crops too, but obviously I don't want to do them on those fields. We need like a small like root crop field, like that one would have been perfect, but like something similar to that. Maybe we could actually even get rid of these, plow these under, or paint over these and use like part of this as like a root crop field. That actually might be something we look into, and get like a small root crop harvester. I think that's something I'd like to do, because root crops are pretty good at making you cash. And we could maybe make some soup or something out of them. And we can probably get a lot of money doing that, since we know that soup is super profitable. Get it? Super? No, I'm just kidding. That was a really bad dad joke. I apologize, everyone. So, yeah, please don't hit unsubscribe after that. I'm just kidding. So, yeah, we'll keep rocking and rolling, keep getting things done. I'm going to start this guy off on This far side here. Yeah, our farm is going to start getting more and more profitable, which is awesome. Now, even if we have a really good year, I think we'll probably make 300,000 or 400,000 this year. That money is literally just not a lot of money for us. It just isn't. So it just doesn't make us that much money at the end of the day. So it just doesn't. It just isn't worth that much money. So because there's so much stuff I want to buy and do on the farm. So, and I think we're still making payments on some of our stuff, aren't we? Yeah, not too much stuff. Not too much stuff. Yeah, just that forage wagon and that animal trailer, which that is pretty expensive. Won't get me wrong there. That's also pretty expensive. And how much is that one? That one's less expensive, but yeah, so we're still making payments on stuff. So it'd be nice to get all those things kind of under the farm's control. There might be some smaller stuff in here that we can kind of sell off, but I'm not going to worry about that just right now. I just don't think we need to worry about it right now. I think we need to worry about getting stuff done. But yeah, we'll get all the soy harvested, and I'll probably bring you guys back in either when the soy's done, or honestly, I don't even know. Or we do something special or fantastic. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be for this episode, because it seems like we're just kind of getting some stuff rocking and rolling and getting some stuff done, which is great. But it'd be nice to have a exciting thumbnail where we do something exciting today. So we'll kind of see. Maybe we'll do a little bit of building or construction work in here, but we'll play it by ear. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, it is November. The harvest is done. We finished it obviously last month. I did sell planks for 98,000. I also bought ourselves some more lime, and I did completely forget about nope, not here, these loans that we owe money on. So just forgot about those. We need to take care of the cows today. Grass has grown up. I got everything limed as an... Oh, I didn't lime this field. Well, I'll get it done later. But I did completely forget. I left this guy out here. But how are these guys? Yeah, I just need to lime that field. Let's take a look at our productions actually so far. Still making planks. Wood chips starting to get full. Actually, need to sell some wood chips. That's just going to be like an extra couple $100, probably not much. There, put a little bit more chaff in those guys. They're definitely making silage, and we don't have to worry about selling silage. I forgot about that. We have a deal with the silage person, the biogas plant. That's what I'm looking for, to sell it whenever we want to them for 190 per 1,000 liter. I forgot about that deal we had, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, everything's going good there. The cows just need some food, and I totally forgot how old are they now. 6 months. Let me look. I am gonna look right now at my cows test to see when you're supposed to sell. When did I recommend selling them? Maybe it was I didn't list it off very good on here. Oh yes, there we go. Sell at 27 months. 27 months is when I recommend selling them. And that's right after they give their first birth. I might hold on to ours longer so we can get some more cows rocking and rolling. But 27 months is kind of when they start being less effective for making you money. Now, I can't remember, how much did we pay for these guys? We're getting, yeah, sure, that's going autosave. 922 right now. I'm going to hop up here. I know I didn't have to go up here to do it, but we bought them for 300 a piece. So we're already doing really good. But yeah. Oh, this field. I made this field. I cut it back a little bit. That's why our money went down a little bit disproportionately. Let me run over here real quick so you guys can see what I did. So I cut it back because this is going to be, I know there's grass in it now. I'm just going to plow it over. We don't need any more grass. We got plenty off of that field. This is going to be our vegetable field, at least to start. I think this will be a good size. They can go up and down and should be able to handle all of that pretty easily. This field, I don't know what we're going to do with it. Obviously, we're just not going to use it for now. I have thought about extending this back and maybe taking away a little bit of the pond there to make that make a little bit more sense, but I'm not a huge fan of that idea, so we'll kind of see how it goes. It would be nice to use this land a little bit more effectively, but that's kind of the plan for now. There's a couple things I want to do. I brought you guys back in for a couple reasons at November. So we're going to plant some carrots next year. Those plant at the same time as soybeans, so not a big deal there. But in terms of equipment, something interesting has happened. If I go into the store, this thing is 50% off. This is the dream sprayer. So this, plus we have to do spot spraying. Oh, is it not available on this? Do I not have that mod installed? Gosh, that's awful. I swore I had the mod installed what made this made that have spot spraying. I may not have it installed. I might have to install that, but that's just, oh, maybe it's, no, could it be the modded version? There's a modded version that I'd have to have. that be? Yes, no. So that one's on sale, not that one. Oh my goodness. We might do a little bit of cheaty finagling here. Because there should be no reason why we can't get spot spraying out. It's the same piece of equipment. So I do want to buy that. So with spot spraying adds 40 grand. So we're looking at let's do the math here. So 245,083. I know it's a little cheaty, but not really, because realistically they're the same exact sprayer. So plus 39,000 to that. So that's 284,083. So we need to take out like a $200,000 loan because we need money to operate. Let's take out a loan. Let's just do 3 years again. Payment, yeah, that's fine. Okay. It's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna 284,083. I'm gonna remove that. 284,083. Remove that. Okay, so 49,382. Okay. So we paid for it. Now the actual total for what we're buying, I'm gonna put store delivery on here just to make life easier for a second. Just so we can get it here a little bit quicker. Okay, so the thing we're gonna buy is actually gonna be 528. Okay, so I'm gonna add in 528 just for whatever reason. The way my mind works just makes it easier. I could have added the difference. And we're gonna purchase that now for 528. Yes, we are gonna buy that. Yes, okay. Delivery cost 51.28. I'm gonna reimburse us for that. It just saves me from driving down to the shop. It would be the same thing. So now the other thing we have to look at here now to make sure it's not actually that cheaty, which we can do, is how many hours does it have on it? 20.8. And I'm assuming this thing needs some repairs too. So to make it all fair, we're going to come in here and we are going to go to vehicle, set operating time 20.8. 20.8. There we go. You can see down the bottom right hand corner, it's how many hours it has. Condition, where. Well, we'll do, actually, let's set all of these at 50%. Boom. The where is at 50%. Everything's 50%. So I think that's a pretty reasonable way to get this, considering. So now we have the dream sprayer. Now, I really wanted this sprayer because I wanted to be able to spray the fields a lot faster. This is definitely going to be the thumbnail. I mean, this is a $400,000 sprayer. So usually, now for us, obviously, we got a good screaming deal on it. Oh, gosh. Well, don't worry. It still hurts to repair it. So, yes, it's very pricey, but we have it now, which is cool. So, there's that. And we can sell our other sprayer off, because we definitely don't need 2 sprayers with this guy linking around here. But I'm going to leave him over there for now, so that'll be in the thumbnail shot eventually. We don't need to use it right now, but I had to bring you guys back in for that. So, next month in December, I'm going to try to sell our flour off that we've produced. Speaking of which, how is that doing? Where you at? How are we doing? Okay, material, barley. Still got plenty in there. Now, also, how much did we get off the soy harvest is probably a big question you guys have. Well, we have 124,000 liters in there. Plus, we have 111,000 in here. So 124 and 111, that's what, 135? Or excuse me, 235? So 235... excuse me, 1,000 liters of soybeans off of just these 2 fields. And next year is going to have this soybeans as well. Then we'll do carrots here. We'll still do corn here. And then we'll do, I mean, honestly, we don't need to do, we'll probably end up doing 2 grass harvests next year, which is going to be excessive anyways, because we're not using that much. But if I hop down here, we can feed our cows real quick like. I might need a little bit more than that, which is fine. Perfect. I'm going to loop around, get some more out of our hay container here. Don't need the grass, need the hay. There we go. I did actually end up using this John Deere too to do the grass work because we didn't have a lot of tractors available, and I might keep doing that. It gets it some extra hours on it. About 50 hours is when we should retire tractors, so at least in terms of maintenance and everything like that. We don't have to do that, obviously. They work fine after that, but that's when my goal is to kind of start retiring tractors, so that's what we're going to do. Turn him off. Cow's going to escape. I know, I'm sorry. Let me probably close that down. They haven't run off. These guys are worth a lot of money to us. We don't want them going anywhere. Let's go ahead and Make sure their water's good. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Hop over that. Beautiful, beautiful. Is this storage? I can't remember. Does that actually open up? I don't think it opens up. I swear that opens up as like a garage. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I am crazy. That would just make sense to be a garage, though, wouldn't it? Oh, yep, I have to open it correctly. Oh, no, this isn't a garage. This just has access to the tanks. Never mind. I was like, I thought there was another room in addition to that one. That's fine. Okay. Well, anyhow, I'm going to leave those open. It's fine. The cows need some air. Well, actually, it's November, so they're probably happy to be warm in the barn. But regardless of that, I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. I will see you guys again in spring, where we're going to start getting our planting done. And then, well, actually, I'll probably bring you guys back in after that. Well, no. Gosh, I don't know. I'll probably bring you guys back in spring, so I'll see you guys then. All right. It is May, and we have some weeds to spray, so I'm excited to try out our sprayer here. I'll be good there. Get this baby unfolded. Absolutely massive weeder. And it also works really quickly too. So this thing just, honestly, just makes really quick work of any field that you have. And that's really why I wanted it. So this is the mother of all sprayers right here. Okay. Ooh, easy does it. Too fast into that. Let's back up a little bit. Start it on. Okay. And yep, we are spot spraying, which is great. You can see that they're not always all working. And we are cooking along at 16 miles an hour. This is fantastic. So there we go. On that note, that is going to be, well, that's the episode for us. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Next episode, we are going to do some stuff. I got some plans for the next episode. I'm not sure if we'll add any businesses in for a couple episodes. We will try to get all the businesses that we're going to add in by like episode 75 if we're going to keep going to 100, because I want to get it all, you know, kind of set up so we can enjoy actually playing on kind of our completed version of the map. Oh goodness, 65? Yeah, 65 of No Man's Land. We're rocking and rolling. Our sprayer is still out a spraying. This is the last field he has to work on. I want to bring you guys back in because we're going to start working on a new, very exciting project with this guy right here, the vegetables, which actually, instead of putting the hours on this guy, let's go grab this guy right here. And I haven't fed the cows yet. We'll feed the cows. It should take probably this guy and then maybe another full one here, but we'll get them fed up real quick. But yeah, so I want to do some vegetables. We're going to plant some carrots and get those rocking and rolling. And then I would like to eventually, I think, good lord, purchase, if we can, a food preserving factory somewhere on the farm. That may not be right away, and so we may, in the meantime, just kind of store our carrots or even sell them for the first year. But I think I want to get going with that. In terms of what we're going to use to harvest them, if we go into here under, where are we at? Vegetable technology, I think we will get this guy because it has a capacity. Good lord, that's expensive compared to these guys here. Wow, those ones are way cheaper. This one's the one that just chuck them on the ground. Okay, sorry about that. There's probably a weird break in there. I got a phone call, so I had to take that real quick. But yeah, these guys are nice and cheap, but they're terrible. It sucks that this thing is so expensive, but that's the only one with the capacity, as we know, and I don't want to have to follow the workaround. Really, I could. That's the only one I'd be willing to follow the workaround is for like. That's a pallet one, yeah. Is for this guy because, well, it's at least 2 rows at a time. So I think this is the one we're gonna get. We'll probably end up leasing it and then just making payments on it. But yeah, that's just what we're gonna have to do. But we'll make the money back on the carrots, I'm sure. Let's get some more hay done here. Now, if you remember that cedar we actually bought, or that planter we bought, well, they finished. That's right, because I left them working while I took my phone call. So yeah, they're done over there. Well, kind of. I'll figure that out later. Everything's fine. Anyhow, we need to repair this guy as well. Just run around like a squirrel with its head cut off right now. I apologize. That's okay. But yes, the focus of this episode is going to be the veggies. So we're going to get some veggies done. This should be fine. There should be like a little bit left. Yeah, okay, they're perfect. Just disconnect that. We are just gonna, just in the interest of time, just drive straight over this hill. That's the field right over there we're planting our veggies on. I showed you guys that field last episode. We're gonna go get this guy repaired, and we'll pick up the vegetable planter as well first, because it might actually need repairs. It'll take it a while to get that field done. It'll take us a while to harvest it. Like, that's actually, it's not a very big field, but that's gonna be a lot of work. So, which is fine. I think we'll figure it out. Yeah, we probably should take the bridge. That's probably better for us here. We also need to get fuel for this. This thing just needs all sorts of maintenance. But yeah, that's kind of our goal for this episode, is to get vegetables rocking and rolling. Oh gosh, off camera, I totally forgot to mention a few things last episode, and I apologize for that. I just realized I have some notes here. I sold 450,000 liters of silage, so we got about 85,000 for that. Also sold $25,000 worth of flour. And I sold our old sprayer. I sold our old water tank, our small one. I also sold our animal trailer. We had a small one over here, not the big one that we're using. And I also sold our tedder, because we don't really need that for hay anymore. So I sold a few things. And I also bought some more seeds, because we ran out of seeds. So yeah. But we are hemorrhaging cash right now, so we really need to get in the next month where we can sell off. Yeah, this thing needs repairs as well. We really need to get in the next month where we can sell off our soybeans, because we have a crap ton of soybeans, and we're going to make a lot of money off of those, which is amazing. And we need a lot of money right now. I'd love to pay our loans back. We'll see how that goes. Let's repair that and repair that. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't fit all the soy into the silo. That's how much we have. Yeah, here's our sprayer. Just doing his thing. Just yep, that's what you'll want to see right there. Oh goodness. Let's grab some gas while I'm over here. This thing does not take very much fuel. That's part of the reason why it runs out so quickly. And then we will pull under this guy. Theoretically. Is there seeds in here? Actually, there might not be any seeds in here. That's right, I put them all in the seed tender. Well, let's go ahead, and we don't need that many. Let's go ahead, well, let's do this. Let's just buy our 5,000 liters. That'll be fine. There we go, just like that. And let's change that to carrots. So carrots, from my understanding, are the most profitable of, oh gosh, of all the root crops. So that's why I'm going to choose to do carrots. I think that will be, I think that's just a better way to go about it. We will end up harvesting the carrots this episode as well, which is great. But while we're driving over there, in terms of our fields, once we get this weeded, all of our soybean fields are good to go. Our corn field's good to go. The weeds have been taken care of. We've gotten this one fertilized. These ones don't need fertilizer. This one's been limed and fertilized, and then all of these have been limed. So we've gotten it pretty much all squared away. So, yeah, until things start getting ready to harvest, which carrots will be first. So plant carrots here. That's, what is it, 4 months? 1, 2, 3. So they'll be ready in September. Oh, I'm driving through the water. You didn't see anything. Everything's fine. We'll just start at the top over here. But yes, so carrots will be ready in September. And then our soy and corn will be ready in October. So we could wait a month. I think I'm actually going to do that. I know I said I would do this now, but I'm going to wait a month to start this. So I'm just going to get him staged there. But yeah, I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. You guys have seen stuff get planted before. It's nothing too exciting. It's just going to take a while for it to happen. So I'll probably bring you guys back in probably actually when it's harvest season, honestly. Or actually, I might bring you back in next month because we're going to be selling soy at quite a high price, and you guys probably want to be here for that. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I just wanted to bring you guys back in, excuse me, just real quick so we could start the sale of soybeans. I have one trailer of many that we have to sell. So we'll see how much we get off of this here. Theoretically. Okay, and it should, gosh, it may not pay us for it. I'm going to be really irritated if it doesn't. No, it's not paying us. Oh, and it didn't take very much anyways. Let me refill us real quick with soybeans. I was worried that was going to be the problem. I think that happened last time. Where soybeans, there they are. So, I wanted to sell them there, but I don't think we can. So, That's ours. So we can't sell in any of these places. So the farmer's market would work, and either of those should work. The farm shop will obviously work, which that actually is the best price. So I might just wait for that to go up a little bit, but that's probably where we're gonna have to go. So pay for effort there. I guess I'll bring you guys back in a second while I drive over to the farmer shop or the farm shop. All right, so we have everything set up over here so we can start selling our soybeans off. So I actually brought everything up in multiple trailers. I was just going to take this back and forth, but I decided to just do this. So we had everything here for you guys to see all get sold off. Pull this over first. Sell that off. And that is, yeah, we're going to do just fine off of our soybeans this year, which is great. We need that desperately. Okay, so good lord, 77,000 just about. Oh, and one other thing I'll mention another mistake I made. So I forgot to feed the cows one month. It's been rectified, but their health dropped down and their value dropped. It's already catching back up though, to be honest. So everything's fine now. However, it was not fine for a little bit. But yeah, I'm sure they'll catch back up. It won't be a big deal. But yeah, that was my bad. Thankfully, it was only 1 month, but still not good. All right, sell this off. This is the big trailer, 150,000 liters in here, and then the other one only has like 30,000, so that'll be a much lesser sale. Goodness, that's gonna be a lot of cash. We need that. We need it. That's for sure. Fantastic. 184,000 plus almost 26,000 for environmental score. All right. Let's pull the last 30,000 liters up here. Get that sold off. Okay. Oh, beautiful. $370,000 in the bank, just about. What do we owe here? Let's see, what do we make? 289,000 plus 40,000 in the environmental. So, yeah, that was a really good $330,000 off of the soy, which is much needed. Now, total we owe 12380 is what we owe. So we can't even pay back all of our loans. This one's the worst though. That's a huge payment. So, well, that one's higher interest. But yeah, I'm gonna pay this one back just because it's a huge payment that we have to pay. These ones aren't, the payments just aren't as bad. So yeah, let's go ahead and special redemption. And there we go. Okay, so that is one more payment we don't have to make. I'm gonna hold on to the 200,000 for now. We could pay off the 80,000. We could pay off either one of those other loans. I mean, even this one only has 80,000 left. We probably should just pay that off. Yeah, let's go ahead and make it. Let's go ahead and pay this one off. We can always take out another loan if we need to. Yeah, 126. So we can't pay this one off yet, but we could. Yeah, we could. We're getting close to it. So hold on to that. So we still have plenty of money in the bank for doing what we need to do. And we're not going to be just hemorrhaging cash on bank loans yet. And also, the other thing too is that is planted there. So the carrots are now growing. Next month, the hay will be ready to harvest as well. It does say that now, but it'll be in that like second extra harvest state next month. So that'll be good. And then everything should be ready to go in 1 month in October. So I'll probably bring you guys back in October. The only thing I'm going to do off camera is take care of this and take care of the cows. Hopefully not forget to feed them again. So anyhow, I will see you guys here in just a bit. Welcome to October, everyone. We are still rocking and rolling in this episode. A lot of things happened. So first off, the cows' food. I talked about how I accidentally starved them once. Well, I did it again. And I realized that they were eating more than the food trough capacity in a month. So that's why they were running out of food. So I installed what Yas had made me at my request, which, oh, and by the way, everything's ready to harvest, including our lovely carrots, which I'm excited to harvest. But now they have a ridiculous capacity for food and water and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just refilling the water tank right now. I gave them all the hay, pretty much all the hay. There's a little bit in that trailer there, but I also bought that truck there. It was $30,000 to buy. I figured we could have 2 trucks. We actually used to have 2 trucks, but for one reason or another, the TLX disappeared off the face of the earth. Like, it just doesn't exist. We don't own it anymore. It's not in here. Now we own to the Warriors, which is great. So they're fine. They're good trucks, nice little farm trucks for what we got going on. But no idea where the other one was. It's not leased or anything like that. But yeah, we did make some money as well. I sold $95,000 worth of silage, which is 500,000 liters. And we still actually have, if I go here, we still have quite a bit getting cooked out. Here's stuff getting cooked out. So we still have quite a bit that can come out. I also sold some planks and wood chips. So the planks, I sold 95,000 liters of planks for 133,000. And I also sold 27,000 liters of wood chips because our wood chips was almost full for 1,400 bucks. So not a lot there, but regardless. So you can see hay is going, oh, that actually produced a lot over the last month. But yeah, so things are going good. But yeah, even the grass is ready. So every single thing should be ready. I think the grass is also, yes, grass is also ready. Perfect. So we will get a nice big harvest of everything. But our focus is going to be on getting our carrots done. So I make sure I don't have store delivery set anywhere because I'm going to buy it. Obviously, I don't want to pay delivery fee on it. I think I want to make payments on it because we don't have a lot of money right now. But let's take a look at our finances here first. So loans, I think we should pay this loan off, 122,000 special redemption, 122, 286. It won't let me pay more than that. So we still have one payment of like 30 cents that we'll make, but that's all paid off now. Easy peasy, but that does drop our cash down quite a bit. So under leased items, we have a few things. How much is this to buy? 43. How much is this to buy? 81. We owe a lot on that. But we don't own very much in this. Now, I do have a rule that we can't have more than 3 leased items at a time. So I think we're going to purchase that one the rest of the way. And then we are going to go ahead and lease that vegetable harvest that we wanted. So yes, we are going to go with this one because it has a capacity, not a very big capacity, mind you. So it'll need to be unloaded constantly. But at the same time, that is, I think, probably just the best bet. 100 horsepower as well. I think... oh, this guy could run it, or this guy. They both have plenty. So I'll probably have this guy do it because he's a little bit more horsepower. That'll get this guy some good hours, because I'm trying to get these guys up to their 50 hours so we can get rid of them. That's kind of the goal, and then we'll get new tractors eventually. But yeah, I want to keep pushing hours onto these guys as much as possible. So that'll work out perfect. So yeah, let's go ahead, and we are, again, just going to lease it. So 5151, sure, and then we will make payments on it. There we go. Okay, so... I will go pick that up, bring it back down here. I'll bring you guys back in, probably actually a little bit later in the day. I'll get some stuff done off camera. I'll start the soy harvest, and I'll start some other harvests, because this we can do later in the day, because I want to get a good thumbnail shot when it's a little bit brighter out. So I'll wait on that, and I'll try to get some of the hay done. So there's a lot to be done on the farm right now, which is fine. We'll let that save there. And how are the cows looking value-wise? 21. We paid 300 bucks for each of these. And it should be 40 some odd months, I think. So they're almost done growing up. So next month they'll be fully grown, which is great. And once they reproduce, that'll be great. We'll probably have them reproduce maybe a couple times, but we'll kind of play it by ear. But we're gonna make I mean, this is $200,000 that's sitting in there, over $200,000, well over 200, like 250 in there right now. So we're gonna make a lot of money off our cows, which is really sweet. But yeah, having this grass field out here has been really nice because the workers work on it really well, and we get a crap ton of grass on it. So let me actually, I'll just get disconnect that. Let's get this guy working on it real quick. Might as well. It takes a little while to get the mowing and stuff done, and then the windrowing is actually what takes the most time on that. So let me get a worker working on that real quick. So yeah, financial situation really good. We're paying off our debt and everything like that. And then I think next year, and probably next episode, we're year 22 right now. I think we will be getting close to the point where we can probably start making some nice building and equipment upgrades to the farm, which I think will be perfect. Oh, I do need to put in that field up there. That might be next episode as well. I'll look into maybe doing that, because I'd like to next year plant that field as well. I think that would be pretty worthwhile for us. Might as well use that land up there, and that'll be kind of our last major expansion on the farm. We'll go on to maybe some other industries and other products and stuff like that as we go down the line, but we just want to get everything squared out, and I don't want... well, I mean, you guys know what it looks like right now. If I just hop out, let me get the flight mode here. If I go over to here, I just don't want... the farm looks great, don't get me wrong. Everything looks great through here, but this just looks... this looks okay. This just looks pretty bad through here. It just looks like we don't really care. And this is honestly the longest I've ever let a farm go just completely unmanaged like this. I don't know everything I'm going to put in here. There could be... I mean, it's hard to say because we have plenty of good land in here, and I know I talked about putting like more cows over here. If we did need more cows, we could easily do another cow pen over here, but that'll probably be the max that I'll put is probably 2 cow pens over there. But I don't even know if we'll do that. I think that's kind of fine the way it is. Having a path across here wouldn't be the worst. I've thought about that. This area is just kind of, it doesn't, honestly, well, it's already like landscaped in, so I'm not sure what to do with that. This area is pretty well set up for that. I have thought about doing like maybe some bigger corn chaff harvests. The problem is we probably want to do them out this way, which would require us to buy, which it isn't the end of the world. We could easily buy 34. It's really expensive right now, but we could easily buy 34 and just put a big field on it because actually it's pretty well set up for that. We may end up doing that at some point to do more chaffing and stuff like that because I do want to get a better forage harvester. But other than that, I don't want this land through here because this land is useless. If we buy it, it'll just be to have it, not to use it. But I do want to put a nice big field, which I think will run in line with this cliff here and be a nice big field up here because I want to use this land for something up there. I don't think I've ever put a field up there on my No Man's Land series in the past. So we're definitely have more field space than I've ever had before. So our farm is doing, don't get me wrong, extremely well. I also would like to, at some point, landscape. It'll cost quite a bit of money to landscape this, so this field can be kind of squared off. I think that would just be easier for workers and such. So I've got plans. I like our nice fence over there. It's very expensive to put that fence in, as you guys know. But I like how we're kind of going about things. I have thought about expanding over to that road and going that far, but because the road runs along here, so we could use that. But honestly, this is a lot of land to manage anyway. So I think before we end up expanding too much further, the only expansions we'll think about is putting another field up here, getting this looking a little bit better. We don't have to use all the land right away, but at least getting it looking nicer. Ideally, and sorry, I know I'm just talking and flying around. But ideally, I think what we would do is, gosh, it's hard to say too. I kind of want to clear these trees. Yeah, I kind of want to clear them because honestly, parking equipment on this square is pretty much the best idea. And then maybe putting like this being a silo setup through here, like a nice big, huge, massive grain silo can go there. And then we can leave this chunk of land here for future developments. Now, I don't think I want to put any more factories on our land. I think if we do any factories, I'm going to say for zoning reasons, the city doesn't allow us to put them on our farm. And we have to lease some land or buy some land in town to put them. And I will do some more town upgrades. We're just kind of trying to get, I'm really just kind of focused on getting the farm up and running the way it's going again. And all that's the other thing too. I need to do a nice silage harvest there as well. But anyhow, I have a lot of work to do. I'm going to do some of that. And then probably about noon today, I will bring you guys back in for our carrot harvest. So that's my plan. All right. So I kind of changed my mind. I'm not going to wait till midday because I realized that everything else I'm doing is going to take a while, but it's probably not going to take anywhere near, excuse me, anywhere near as long as it's going to take to do this carrot harvest. So let's get this guy unfolded and start rocking and rolling. I think we need to get it rocking. So I'll still take a better thumbnail shot, but let's go ahead and see. I mean, because you're just going to see here in a second, it's going to take literally forever to harvest all this. But look at this. We're harvesting carrots on No Man's Land. So exciting. Look at that. I don't know how many we're going to get. It's obviously going to fill up very quick, and it's going to take forever to do this whole field. But this is awesome. Yeah, we're already 10%. This is great. And I'll let them work for a bit. I did bring back the old Massey Ferguson, our original tractor, which I don't even know what this thing would be worth if we sold it. It'd probably be worth a little bit more than right now because it's not repaired, but 17 grand. Oh gosh, yeah, it's not worth very much. This one I'm, again, trying not to use a whole lot. I definitely don't want to pay for repairs on it, so that's why it's at 38%, so, or 37, just dropped down. So as soon as it runs out, I'm probably just going to call it a day on that. But let's see here. We'll let that guy turn around, and then I'll try to pull up under him, unload. This should be a low enough trailer. Actually, that thing does go way up when it's ready to unload. So we'll see if it even, if you start to get close, if it'll let you unload while they're going, or stop for a second so you can do it. It's going to take him, a hot minute to get turned around. That's such a big circle too you got to make every time. Oh goodness. But we are doing root crops, which is great, and some of the premium ones, which is super cool. All right, let's see if we get close. Oh, it does now. Okay, that's kind of nice. So if I unload, look at that. We're getting carrots. Perfect. 2,000 liters, just over a row there. And I'll let them get back to work. But yes, I'm going to wrap it up there. I will take a nice thumbnail shot when this guy is halfway done with this field. But we're doing carrots, guys. It's great. I brought you guys back in sooner than I thought I would, only because we kind of run into a predicament. So we did do a nice grass harvest off of here, harvested soy off of here, and I've been liming it. This one's limed. This one's been already limed, plowed, and stones picked. This one obviously will need stones picked or plowed, stones picked, and limed as well. And then this one obviously I fertilized because there's grass on it. So everything's going really smoothly, except we have one issue. This guy is 97%, so 48,000 liters in there. And then our little tiny silo here has 195,000 liters in it. Well, its capacity is 200,000 liters. So we are officially pretty much... Who's done with their work? Who's done? You both are working? Why are you done with your work? Because you're lazy. Let's get you back working. So I think we're going to have to invest in a silo. Which just kind of is what it is at this point. Because I don't want to sell the soy yet. I don't want to sell the extra soy right now because we're going to get like half of what we would get if we sold it at a good time. So let's just pull this off of the field for now. Theoretically, because I need to go move that trailer. Because I do want to put the silo complex, I think, right in here. I don't know how that's going to look yet. Let's just disconnect that there. Let's go move that step deck. But I figured you guys would probably want to be in for that process. All right. Get this guy out of the way. Beautiful. This could be potentially could be upgraded to like a gravel road as well. But let's get this guy out of the way just to start. And then I actually want to grab... Every time this loads in, it like strangely makes the tractor do weird things. I don't know why. That's why I'm almost scared to park it in a shed. I don't know if it's the planter or the tractor. That could be an experiment too. If it's the tractor, I probably would just get rid of the tractor at some point to make sure that doesn't happen. But for now, that basically has to get parked outside because it does weird things. But don't know what it is. So maybe we can leave the tractor hooked up to this planter and see if this planter does fine. That'd be a good experiment to run there. Yeah, I'll park that guy. I can turn him off as well. There we go. Okay. So, you're almost full. How are you doing? We probably should get you unloaded real quick. You're going to start turning before I get there, so I don't have to wait for you to turn all the way around, which is going to take a minute. So, yeah, that's a start. In terms of what... I actually should have probably looked at this beforehand, but I don't know what silo we're going to grab. We could get like a cheaper one, like one of these guys, but I feel like it's just a little cheaty. I could just put down another one of these. That's a little less cheaty because that one doesn't look great. But I don't want to just put a band-aid on the problem. I'd like to actually fix it and get like a legit silo. That's just going to be a hayloft, which is it's pretty cool, but no, that's not great looking. Potato silo, interesting. Assume that's just going to do potatoes. Old silos. This one's not bad, actually. I kind of like that one. 2 million liters. We could come back to that one. Because we can always do... That's a massive multi-fruit silo for... Wow, that one's almost a little too cheaty. That guy's full. We'll get him emptied in a second. Stone silo. I think we might go for that older silo. I think that's just a good mix. 500,000. No. Consumables. What is this one? That's pallets. Small silo. Small harvesting silo. Large. That's a massive silo. 50 million liters. This one. I do like the look of that one. 20 million liters for that size. We could go that one. I'm kind of leaning that one now. Only 50 grand is not too bad. But I kind of like the concept of like having like a silo complex or something that looks kind of like that. That looks kind of nifty. I like that that unloads actually on both sides. Now that is 120,000 is a little too much. How would that look like just in seeing it around? That's not too bad. We're getting into like the base game stuff. That's a large multi-fruit silo. 2 million liters. Multi-fruit. I don't necessarily need it to be a multi-fruit. Well, it would be helpful actually for putting our carrots down. 503. How much was that one? 198. For 2 million liters, 198. That seems pretty reasonable price-wise. So I could do that one. We could also, just for now, I think what we'll do. I know I said I didn't really want to put a Band-Aid on it. That's a decent price for what that is too. God, that's a really good deal. And I like the look of that one too, actually. I was thinking we could do the silo old. Where was that guy at? Yeah, that's not too bad either. Yeah, I think we'll go with 50 grand. Yeah, I think that's, I mean, we just won't use that full capacity. That's a little much, but it is multi-fruit as well, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so I think we just place that like right, I think right there. I think that looks great. Obviously, we want to do some landscaping. I want to probably just do gravel over to it. Maybe have that just go out that way. That could be a little wider there. And then this can also be a little bit wider. And then this way, I don't necessarily know where this is going to run out this way, but for now, we will just connect it to this. That'll be just simple enough for now. And over here, just to kind of clean this up. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Kind of clean this up a little bit. There. Okay, I like that. Nice little silo. So yeah, I just figured you guys should probably be here if I'm doing some sort of upgrade on the farm like that. But that's what I got for starters. This episode, no idea what our goals are, but we built a silo, so that's something. Anyhow, I'll see you guys later on. Things are going quite well. We are selling stuff, getting stuff done. So a few things. I'm just slowly filling this guy up with water. Our productions, we finished producing all the barley flour. There's a little bit that's going to sell in here. And then after that, I'm going to sell that facility off, which I'm just going to zoom over there real quick. I don't think we're going to get a lot for it. So again, we're trying to kind of clear this zone out a little bit, but yeah, we're not going to need a lot. So we'll get a little bit in a little bit. I did sell off this silo since we don't need it anymore. We got $0 for it. Shocker. This I actually think I'm going to sell off too. We just don't need it. Hoping it, okay, good. Yeah, it was in there like that. That's perfect. Yeah, we just don't need it. We don't get water over here that we need to get. We can always place more down if we need to. So yeah, just wanted to get rid of that. I also bought 50,000 liters of lime for about 12 grand. So just be aware of that. But other than that, let's take a look at how our harvests did in terms of soy and carrots. So soybeans, 289,000. When we get this price in June, we are going to be doing A-okay on cash. That's going to be, I mean, that's gonna be like $350, almost $400,000, which we really need the money for. So I'm excited about that. And then also, if we go, it's actually way down at the very bottom. Carrots, 128,000 liters, which isn't really worth a lot because if you multiply, if we sold them at 157, let's just see here, 157 times 128, we're looking at 20,000 bucks, which is really small for that amount of yield. But I do want to put them into a food preserve factory and actually make some good money that way. So that is the eventual plan, to do that. So we may do that this episode. You guys, if we did, you guys would probably see it on the thumbnail. But anyhow, there is one reason I brought you guys back in December, and that was because this showed up. This is the dream mower right here that we want. And we're going to buy it. I think we just have to. We can barely afford it, but we're going to buy it. We have to take out a small loan to pay for other stuff. We'll do that. But we probably don't need GPS on. We're just going to hire a worker. But this one will do the windrowing and everything for us, so we don't have to worry about any of that anymore. Now, I don't believe if there's a bigger mower, we might not do that, but I don't think there really is. Mowers. Can't remember how wide these guys go. Let's see, actually. That's a good question. 9.2, so not quite 10 meters. Those are pretty close, though. That's actually cheaper. That's a tough call, actually. I did think we were gonna buy that, but I honestly 168,000, almost 170. Now that's a great deal for that. So if we need to buy it, we need to do it now. That's a standard one, so we don't need that because I think ours does. Ours is definitely much wider. Yeah, so we don't need that guy. But no, so for not very much more, or for not very much for not very much more, we just get this guy. Which the only benefit to this is yes, 10 meters is great, but theoretically speaking, our current windrower, this guy, does 20. Basically, we're taking 20 meters of stuff and putting it into one row. So I actually think we're going to hold off because eventually, yeah, I think I talked myself out of it. We can eventually do a windrower, and I think that'll be better anyways, and then we can get rid of that stuff. So let's just hold on to what we got now, and that'll be good because we need that money up there, I think, for what I want to do later, which I will talk to you guys. Is this still filling up? No. Occasionally, it will close up, and I'm trying to get more water in it. There we go. But yeah, otherwise, everything else is going well. So I will sell this building off soon. We're still making silage. I did sell off our last bit of flour that we had in full pallets, at least. This guy down here didn't have. Oh, it's already sold off now. So actually I can sell this building off now, which is great. But I sold 71,000 liters of flour for $50,201. And I sold 450,000 liters of silage for another 85,000. So that was great there. But that's really the only things that have kind of happened off camera. Otherwise, I'm going to bring you guys back in the spring. I think what we're going to do this year, looking at it, I want to change it up a little bit. So I want to do some sunflowers. I want to plant them in March. So that way they're ready by October. So everything still is harvest ready at the same time. I think that'll be better that way. Actually, honestly, we could probably I actually might just plant them in April because then they'll be ready in November, and that'll kind of split it up a little bit. So we can have both of our harvests working on the grain harvest and then have them do the sunflowers. Now with that, we do have a corn header, so that won't be a big issue. So I don't want to do a big field. So I might do like this field, sunflowers, and then these two. Honestly, I'm leaning towards soy again. I think that soy is just kind of the profit way to go right now, and it's easy to do for precision farming and everything. So I think soy here. Now, the other thing too, I actually should mention is up here, I was working about plowing in this field. There is, we're just gonna have to hold off. This may go on the back burner. We may get some factories and some other stuff upgraded before we put this field in. To be fair, this is enough for us to do right now anyways with what we have on our farm. But the reason being, there's a lot of stuff that has to be kind of terraformed around to kind of get this to fit in. And I think that this is going to be probably a couple $100,000 project to get that field put in, which we will make that money back, no problem, but we just need to hold off for now, I think. So that's what I got. I will bring you guys back in probably in the spring when it's time to do some planting. Oh, and our cows are slowly gaining what they need to do. They're reproducing now. They're full health, full everything. I'm going to put some more water in there in a second, and then I've been slowly just putting feed in there as we get it. So that's what I got. So I'll see you guys in the spring. All right, I know it's just January, but I am working on trying to get a setup so we can start making some preserved food and have some space for a factory. So we are actually going to go and have a meeting with a construction company and development company about that. So we'll head out this way. So first I'll show you kind of something. So this construction company is not necessarily new to the area. They have been around helping for a little bit, but they finally set up like a permanent headquarters, and they partnered with another business that was added a while ago in here. So right up over here, if you remember, in this little chunk of land here was Ram Road Construction. Well, Ram Road Construction upgraded to a permanent space, and they intentionally upgraded into the specific space because they could work and have enough space to work with another company that is now right next to them. So we're going to drive out there and take a look at their new locations. But this is a new construction company. It is Noah's Construction. So Chief Noah left a... oh gosh, I don't know what I even hit there. Boy. So Chief Noah left a comment, said, "Hey, Farmer Cop, I have an idea of a construction company to help build the city as time goes on, also help local businesses build and upgrade, as well as local farms if they need a new shed or house, anything built. It would be a father-son business to help everyone grow in the future." And they were actually the company that we hired to build our silo, which worked out really well, and they did a really good job. So I was happy with their work, so I want to hire them again. The backstory that Chief Noah gave was Father Noah and son Dennis started the construction business 10 years ago. to succeed in building industry, and they heard of a new little place where people might need help. So they sold their house and land back in Canada to move to the U.S. to continue their company. Sorry, I can't make turns and do this. To continue their company, hoping there is land for sale and hope to find a great place to build and meet the people. Hope you like the idea and awesome videos. Thank you, Chief Noah. I like it. I know it's been a while since you commented that, but we finally added it in. So right here, we have Noah's Construction. And then just past them, we have the new location for Ram Road Construction. So they work close together. They do, oh gosh, I didn't mean to drive through all their bushes like that. They do development and everything like that together, but we have a meeting here at the construction company. So basically the way they do it is obviously Ram Road Construction has a contract with the government here to build roads and everything like that and maintain them. So they've been doing a lot of that sort of work and making a lot of money doing that. From the local government, so that's been good for their business. And now, since they have all the equipment for excavating and stuff like that due to their road work, they partnered with Noah's Construction to do all the excavating and pre-work on the land before Noah's Construction comes in and finishes it off and builds stuff on it. So now these guys are kind of a tag team of developers in the area, and they're doing a great job. And I think they're planning to develop more stuff. So okay, oh, perfect. All right, I'm going to go in and have a meeting with them, and then, yeah, I'll meet you guys out here in just a few minutes. Okay, I was in there for a while, and, well, we have signed a deal. We are going to pay them $110,000. I'll tell you why in a second. But they showed me on a map, and we talked everything over, and we got a nice location figured out. So I'm actually going to drive out there and show you guys kind of what is going to happen. Show you the piece of land and kind of my plans with it and working with these two lovely companies. That was another part of their location. They like being next to the sawmill. And this is kind of an industrial district anyways. But yes, we're going to head out this way. Make sure there's no cars coming on the highway. And probably shouldn't be hitting the guardrails, but it's fine. Everything's great. So, right along here. And our farm is out that way, as you can see. And eventually our farm may actually hook up into this road. We may put an entrance right in here somewhere. We have to get that taken care of. So right kind of here, this area in between these two orange barriers, well, a little bit more than that. Let me go into the main menu here on the actual map and show you. So this chunk of land, chunk 30, we are going to, I know you can ignore the crazy price down here. It is owned by the construction company right now. I don't know what they paid for it. But here's the deal. They are going to clear all the trees off of it, and they're going to make money off of the lumber. That's part of the deal. And we are going to pay $60,000 for that whole chunk of land. And then we're going to pay them an additional $50,000 for them to set up part of it for development. So they'll take care of all the permits to make sure everything's set up for industries and everything like that. So it's all industrial zone, and they'll make sure that's all squared away, and they'll do development on it. I mean, they are giving us a deal on the land. Yes, they're getting wood off of it, so they're probably going to end up breaking even on what they paid for the land anyways. But at the same time, the reason they're giving us a deal is because any buildings or anything we do on the land or any development, we have to pay them for. So we pay them kind of a flat rate of whatever we need to get done. But what they're going to do, so if I go into build mode here, this area all the way down to the edge of the land on the back, this chunk that's currently kind of fenced off, to start with, they are going to flatten that, get that all developed for us, get it all smoothed out, put some nice concrete down, and everything like that, and get all of that done. That's what the $50,000 fee is to get all that landscaping done. So we don't have to pay to landscape this. They're going to do all that for us. I mean, we are paying for it. It's going to be 50 grand. And they're going to clear all the trees and everything off of this. And then as we need to develop further, we still own all this land. So if we want to expand, we can expand further, and we can pay them to do that. So they'll put an entrance on here. I believe they'll put the entrance right here where this little setup is. Obviously, they have the contract with the city to keep going with the construction of the roadway, but they're going to come do all that. They said as soon as spring hits, they'll start construction on it and start getting that going. So that's all good to go. We just have to wire them the money, which we're going to do right now. And there we go. We have wired them the money. They have that all set and good to go for us. And then ideally, we will pay for them to build us a preserved food factory, which we can't afford at this time, but we are on our way to land development and getting the money set up to do that because we're going to make a lot of money off of that. In the future, too, I think the other thing I'd like to make money off of is maybe doing some like clothing and stuff like that. We even could get our own BGA set up, which would be kind of nifty. I know we have a contract with the other BGA, but oh gosh, and we're pretty much their sole supplier, and they actually say that we're producing more silage than they're going through, but they did agree to buy everything we have. So it would be nice to maybe give them a little bit of a break at some point. They have plenty of storage and stuff, so they're not too worried about it, but At the same time, they are producing a lot of electricity there and doing all that, and we could be part of that business, which would be kind of nice since we have a really robust setup to make silage. So that's our plan right now. So those are a couple new businesses and everything happening. But for the time being, I'm just going to head back to the farm and I'm just going to relax until, well, and take care of the cows. Obviously, that'll be my winter job. But just kind of wait until it's time to do some spring planting. That's kind of what we have to wait for. We will be selling some planks at some point as well soon, and I'm excited about that. So we'll get some more money from that, and we'll be selling some more silage off as well soon, which is great too. So yeah, let me know what kind of factories and stuff do you guys think would be good for us to invest in. I think clothing would be good. I think I'd want to do it not with sheep, but I want to do it with cotton. So if we had to invest in cotton, obviously that's going to be quite a ways down the road because that's a significant investment, but that'll be more kind of a later game type thing. But I think for now, preserved food would be really good for us. I know soup makes a little bit more money, but I just did a lot of soup in Sri, so I think I want to go the preserved. Keep getting stuck there. The preserved food route. I think that'll be a little bit better for us. But anyhow, I will see you guys in spring when we start getting some planting done, or maybe after planting's done. I'm not sure, but I'll see you guys later on. It is spring. Spring has sprung on no man's land, and well, everything's doing good for the most part. Cows are still going good, cooking along. We are going to plant again soy, and sunflowers here. So sunflowers are going to get planted right away, then soy and soy right after that. Well, no, I think I'm just going to wait until next month. That's right, we talked about this, so I can harvest sunflowers in a different month. But yes, so soy, sunflowers, corn, obviously for silage, carrots, and well, our grass is over there. So that's what we got. But in the meantime, we have a new thing to go take a look at, and I am loading carrots for a reason. So you probably are guessing what we have going on. That output is really high up off the ground, which is kind of interesting to see. But anyhow, we're almost done loading our carrots that we got. Eventually, maybe. All right, there we go. That took a while. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to loop around this way. We're going to kind of drive across some land to kind of cheat a little bit, but we do have our first factory. We have a preserved food factory. So what happened? How did I afford that? It was actually only 110,000. I thought it was 135, but that's the soup factory. That's that much. So I ended up over the winter time, I sold 300,000 liters of silage for 57 grand, and I sold all the planks we had, which was 68,000 liters, for another 95,200. Because we have contracts for both of those with people to be able to get those out and good to go, which is great. So having sold all of that wonderful stuff, over there you can see in the distance, we have a lovely preserved food factory, which we paid the contractors to build, and they did a lovely job over here. Now you can see that little divot in the land on the right-hand side of the food factory. That's kind of my fault when I placed it. I mean, when they built it. Obviously, they built it, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, so it doesn't look great because I wanted it to be kind of snugged up against there, but I guess I should have left it more space. That's kind of on me, but it does look a little terrible there. And those orange things I can't get rid of, so I'm just going to uninstall that mod to get rid of those orange barriers. But yeah, the landscaping used to look better, but it looks terrible right now, so I apologize. That's definitely my fault. But anyhow, let us dump our carrots off. I'm assuming this will take all of them. All right, and we should be able to go around to here and open it up. Preserved food carrots, so 100 to 60, perfect, so that'll work. It's going to go through theoretically 24,000 a month, so this should actually cook through this pretty quick. This is, I hope this is worth it. 1 to 6, so hold on. So basically, 100 carrots is how much? Let's do some quick math with you guys in here. 100 carrots if we sold them at 157. So that would be that'd be $15.70 per 100 carrots. Now, what about 60 preserved carrots? Those down here too? No, they're up a little bit ways. Where are the preserved carrots? There's so many things in here. We're getting close. Preserved carrots at 8. Okay, 811 is pretty good. The current prices are actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, 811. So 811 divided by 1,000 times 60. Okay, so that's $48 now we're getting for the carrots. So 48 per 100, so 48 times And so now instead of basically we're selling the carrots now for $486 per 1,000 liters, which is great, which means we're gonna get like 60 grand off of what we made this year alone. So that's great. Did I activate that? No, let's activate that. So that is fantastic. I would love to make that sort of money off of these. So we'll leave that to storing. That's totally fine. We have carrots underway. And what I've done off camera is not too much. I bought us actually, well, I say not too much. I didn't buy us a new piece of equipment. If we hop over here, that'll work. Nope, nope, that won't work. This will work? Nope, that won't work. I should have just ran over there. All right, so over here, I bought us a new header. It was 17, or not 17, it was like $10,000, something like that, maybe? This guy right here. So now we have a bigger corn header, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I did buy that. That's what I did buy. I also bought us 10,000 liters of fertilizer for $17,000. That was a little expensive. I did do all the weeding, so all of our weeds have been addressed. You can see there. Beautiful. And I also planted our carrots. And now what we're going to do is sell our preserved carrots. We have 42,000 liters in here. Now, if we look at pricing, the best time to sell was actually in May. We also need to sell soybeans this month, but I don't want to wait until February until we sell more of these. So we're going to sell them now, just to get that over with. And there's still some really good prices out there. I think the restaurant was the best one. Yes, let's go ahead and tag that. And hopefully we can find where that's at. Okay, it's way in there. Perfect. We'll go for a nice little drive. And the reason there's actually not that many pallets on here, but I forgot each one of these pallets is 2,000 liters. So theoretically speaking, when we make more of it, we could have 100,000 liters on a pallet. Or, excuse me, in a truckload at one time. So, but anyhow, we have a lot on here right now, which is great. So, probably, it's over there. So, yeah, we'll probably take, maybe we'll drive by our new contracting businesses. Maybe we'll do that just to get this squared away. I haven't looked at soy prices yet to see where we should sell those. So I still don't know where we're going to sell those just yet, but we will be obviously selling those at some point in June when we get the best possible price, hopefully. And we have a lot of soy to sell, so we should do just fine off of that. Let's be careful going through here. I do like our little businesses here. I need to keep adding some more stuff. You guys give me so many business ideas. I'm not going to be able to use them all. It's crazy. You guys are absolutely incredible, by the way, for all that. Yeah, it's incredible. And I don't think No Man's Land is going to come to the next FS game, was my understanding from Alien Jim. So I think Western Wilds will probably come back. So maybe we do some sort of series on Western Wilds. I think that would be a really good plan, but we will see. So, okay, that's where we're heading right there. Not too bad. Slow down. I don't want to flip this guy on the corners. Been almost flipping them the whole way here on the corners. So we'll get too much money, but we'll get a decent chunk of change. We'll get around, what, $30,000 for this, maybe, or so. So not too bad for some of our carrots. Not all of them are done yet. Okay, and I'm just going to open that up so I can watch. They should sell off. Up a little bit, make sure I get all those. Keep going forward. That's as forward as I can get. We're going to have to be a little more creative with the ones in the back. Okay, more than I thought. 32,000 so far. Am I stuck on that? How would I get stuck on that? There we go. Like, am I actually stuck on that? We're going to have to get real creative. I bet if I went around that corner a little bit. Be able to get a little bit closer. Yep, that was a little bit closer. And I bet that'll get all of them. Yep, there we go. And boom. Just like that, we are in the side of their building. Easy peasy. And can't get out. There we go. Folding it up. That'll help us out. But anyhow, made a little bit of cash off of that. Not too much, not something crazy. I will probably just sell the soybeans off camera because I'm going to have to make like 2 or 3 trips. How many soybeans do we have again? What was that down there? Slurry. We've got a lot of slurry. I have to somehow manage or find a way to access our slurry too. I don't know how to get it out of the cow pen. But anyhow, looking for at least $1,100. We got some good prices in here, so we'll take a look at where we're going to sell that. But yeah, so 289,000 liters. It's going to be at least 2 trips to the TARDIS wagons or something else. So, or a bunch of trips with a truck. So I will probably just do that off camera, let you know how much we make off of it. But yeah, I've just crashed a bunch of times with this. But that's what I got. That's what we'll start off with. I will see you guys later on. All right, it is soy time. Time to sell our soy. I have 139,000 liters in this one, and then I have 150,000 in this one. So this is Lucky's Logistics here. I believe that's right. I have the right business name, right? Let's go out and make sure of that. Yep, Lucky's Logistics. They have found a buyer that's going to buy it for a nice premium, so they're going to ship it over there for us. I'm only kind of using that as a roleplay aspect because this specific sell point that I placed down is taking it for the best price, which is... Yes, let that autosave. You can do it. Okay. Well, other than the fish farming ones, 1248. I don't think these are going to go above it. They were doing pretty good for a little bit, but yeah. So farm shop, yeah, 1248 here I think is pretty good for us. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it off. It's very exciting to sell things, especially this much stuff. And you guys have been with me struggling on the series to try to make money and make ends meet. So we are 23. We're in year 23. We're finally getting some good harvest payoffs and not having any debt we have to deal with. Look at that. That was great. And that's not even most of it right there. Well, that is most of it, actually, I guess. Well, not most of it, but that is the bigger majority of it. There's a little bit less in here, but not by much. So this is going to be great. And I used our old faithful, old Massey Ferguson here. Sell that off there. I don't think we've ever had that much money in the bank. Seems wild to me. That's crazy. Almost over 500, almost over $500,000 in the bank. And with you guys in here, I have kind of a special surprise for you guys. Not really a special surprise. Not that exciting, actually. I think I've already significantly oversold it. Let's head up this way. Let's drive through the quarry because we're heading over to the shop. Because we haven't driven through here and appreciated the quarry in a while. Did this very early on in the series, but it looks quite nice in here. I like this. It's kind of unique. I enjoyed the creativity and the creative things I did on this map. But yeah, and we also have the welding shop here. So that's going for us as well. But regardless of that, cool area. I forgot that road goes up to those farms up there. A lot of stuff going on this map, quite honestly. Okay, so what are we going to doing right here? Well, first, I'm going to dump this off, and we are going to sell this. Now, I know this is our first tractor, and that's going to be a hard thing to sell. And first off, everyone who ever accused me of cheating by putting this in the store, which they said quote unquote was the tractor I wanted, there's a couple people that accused me of that. I was like, you guys are crazy. I've never cheated. But I did notice this guy popped up in here. Also, haven't cheated this guy in either. You guys are crazy. I don't have the... it just doesn't... it just cracks me up. People said I planted this tractor in here by... Oh, anyhow. Okay. Well, anyhow, it's the same one we own. And I want to buy it. It has only 20 hours on it, so we're getting our good 30 hours out of it. And it's just, this is just such a great tractor for us. I really love it. So we're going to buy this tractor, which I know is crazy. The bigger engine is going to bump it up a little bit, 280 horsepower. I don't think we need anything crazy special about the rest of it. I don't even think we need, well, GPS would be actually kind of handy. I think I'll put GPS on it. Why not? We'll splurge. We got some money. So we're going to buy this just because why not? It's great. And we're going to sell our old version here. So it's 19,000. Obviously, if we repaint that, that'll bump it up a little bit more, repair it. Also a little bit more there. And then now we're going to sell that. So basically netted like 20 grand out of that. Just, yeah, about 20 grand is probably pretty accurate, actually. So yeah, got a little bit back for it. So basically we paid 100,000 for this nice new to us tractor right here, which is such a classic on our farm. I'm very happy to have it. Oh, it also needs repairs pretty significantly right now. So let's just go ahead and repair it real quick. That'll be a little bit of money. Yep. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit. But anyhow, there we go. Now we have our classic tractor that we can start using with GPS now. All set up, good to go. This thing is going to be great. So I'm excited to start using this around the farm. But I want to bring you guys back in to sell the soy. I'll probably bring you guys back in maybe harvest time, or if we have some new businesses maybe we're going to add in or something special. But I'll bring you guys back in the future. We have quite a bit of stuff to do off camera. We'll keep rocking and rolling and doing it. How are the cows doing? They're doing good. They're getting ready to give birth to their first babies here soon. That's going to be exciting. We're going to have to feed a lot more hay out. So we need more hay. I actually think, let's go over here real quick. So there's Is there some hay in here? Yeah, there's a little bit of hay. But when we harvest our grass, we honestly need a lot more hay now, and we need less of it to go towards silage, which actually I think need to sell silage. Yeah, I need to sell silage off. So I'll do that as well. We have that contract. I'll sell it. So we're actually gonna get quite a bit of money off of that, which is gonna be great. But I think we need a second one of these, quite honestly. It's hard because of how I placed this to place another one, but I think we can just do it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move that truck. I'll just do this with you guys in here. But I think they're going to need more hay than we are currently providing, so I'd like to have a larger capacity of hay for them available at all times. So, yeah, well, that can start overloading. But anyhow, we can build now. Oops, easy does it. We're going to have to smooth this out, I think, a little bit first, just to make sure that it goes the way I would like it to go. We're going to smooth just back here. This is going to cost us a little bit of money as well. Just back over to like there. And then around up into there, I think we'll do it. Yep, and then we will smooth that edge out. Which is great. Okay, and then production, we are going to build another one of these. That's a fermenting cell. That's not the same one. It's going to be, maybe take me a second here, sorry, to find the correct one. That's definitely the right pack. That's the fermenting one. That's pig food. There it is, right there. Okay, so it's going to be this guy right here. So we're going to place him nice and close. Not quite on top of each other, but right there is perfect. Okay, and landscaping. Let's make it look nice over here. We're just going to expand that out. Easy does it. And just around like that. And I actually think I'm going to put a little bit of grass right in there. I just think that kind of, that aesthetic looks nice to have kind of some grass through there. I think that'll just look a little nicer. More natural, I think. It's hard to get in there to put grass in there. So maybe not on that side. And then plant-wise, we'll put a little bit of just grass around it. Here, I know stuff is super expensive, but I like the farm to look nice. I know some people don't care how their farm looks, and that's fine for those people, but I am one who likes my farm to look nice and kind of realistic. I don't like just playing in a very function-only farm, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, actually, I needed to go back in there. Sorry, because I got to fix this. This is going to be crazy. Let's go plants again, and back to the very pricey grass. Maybe not quite as big because it's a different type of grass, I think. Is it? Oh, no, that's the same type of grass. Okay, that's fine then. But there we go. Let's get that kind of cleaned up through there, right up against that. And voila. That looks much better. We now have 2 silos that are doing our hay work here, if you will. So that will be fantastic. And there's quite a bit of hay in here, so I probably can grab some more of that. But yes, there we go. Okay, I can shut that guy off. I will see you guys later on. All right, we are on to October. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little load of hay in here. We now have some new baby cows, which is great. So we'll unload that. Now, if we take a look, and also everything's ready to harvest, but we'll deal with that in a second. If we take a look here, we now have 2 sets of cows in here. Now, ideally, we'd sell our cows at 27 months after they give birth once. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to these guys just a little bit longer. I'm going to wait until they've given birth a second time. That way we have double the cows in here, and then I'll raise both of those sets of cows up, and then we'll see if we want to actually go further than that. But I think that'll be good for us. So we're just going to stop this for now. I'll come back and deal with this later. We have a lot of harvesting to do. Let's start with the carrots, because good lord, the carrots take forever to harvest. Absolutely forever. But we should be making some good money off them. So that's always the plus. Actually, do we have anything leased right now? We do, don't we? Yeah. Purchase. Okay, we probably... So I actually think we're going to keep leasing this, because what I'd like to do... this is going to be a little controversial to some of you, but let me explain, and then it'll be a little bit better, I think. If we go in, it's not going to be in there. It's going to be under here, actually, isn't it? Yeah, this guy does all things. I'm probably going to use this to do our root crops, but understand this. When we buy this to do root crops, we're not going to do some crazy 3,500 horsepower, ridiculously speed thing that does whatever. We're going to buy this header right here. It's going to run at 10 miles an hour, which actually that's even a little quick because they're small. Those are unrealistic. Yep. So that's the way it is. But 4 meters, 10 miles an hour is a little quick. I do agree on that. But well, how fast do these harvesters normally go? 6 miles. Yeah, so a little bit fast. What I might do is just to be non-cheaty is lower the cruise control down to 6, so it limits it to 6. But there are legitimately, I've seen videos of it. There are legitimately things like this that are pulling these root crops out of the ground. They're just non-existent in our game for whatever reason. So I will eventually probably do that, only just so we don't have to deal with harvesting it as much. We'll still be dealing with harvesting. We can maybe even increase our. We probably want to increase our field size, even to be honest. We'll probably just. I mostly just want it so that way it's. Oh, that's not gonna get that guy a little bit further over. Forgot to unfold him first. But it's mostly just for the kind of ease of it, I think. It'll be a little bit quicker, but also I don't think really that unrealistic. So I'm not too worried about it. Our Massey's been doing good work for us. Let's get this guy rocking and rolling. We got to get our grass harvested. And it's all going to go into the hay just like it did last time I harvested it. I did sell some silage off camera. I sold $85,500 of the silage. We still have a little bit more left now that it's all fermented, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to show you guys a new business here in a second, which actually might be the thumbnail, so you guys may already be very well aware of what I've done off camera. But regardless of that, we're going to get all this stuff rocking and rolling. And then I think next episode, our goal is going to be to maybe do some revamp on the farm or maybe sell some cows. One of those two would be kind of our next episode goal. We don't need to get this guy over there just yet. We do have some harvesting. Oh, I'm surprised, actually, the sunflowers aren't ready yet. That actually kind of surprises me. Did I do that on purpose? Maybe I did, actually. I think I did. To make sure we weren't harvesting too much all at once. But let's get our harvesters out rocking and rolling. These guys are getting a lot of... Oops, don't need course play right now. You guys are getting a lot of good harvesting in for us, which is great. I think I'm actually going to start this guy down here at the end. I did do a little bit more tree cutting up there. I cut some more trees down, though we can start working on getting closer to getting that field up and running, but it'll still be a little bit before we get that field rocking and rolling. But we're doing good. Our farm is very good on no man's land. There's not a ton more businesses again I'm going to add. I added one today. I'm going to fill out some of the space in town. I did actually also add a field. That field, actually, you can see right through the trees there. I added the field here just because there's just some empty space, and I felt like that was an area a farmer could probably farm. It's kind of over in the industrial district, so a little odd area for a field, but it's kind of part of the intermingling where the farms and industry are both at. So it's next to a farm and next to industry, so it kind of makes sense to have a field there. But I figured a farmer could lease that land or buy it or whatever. We're not going to farm it. I'm not worried about us farming it. We have enough problems on our own farm to deal with. But there we go. You're hired up on that. Let's get our... Oh, we got to get this rock and rolling too. Let's do this real quick. So many things all ready at once, which is great. We have grass, corn silage, soybeans, carrots, all just happening at once. Which is great. It's all great. Everything's good. Let's get that guy unfolded. Who knows how well he'll do with this? There's always some weird collisions at the other end of this field, so I usually have to end up cleaning up quite a bit of it by the end, but that's okay. Let's get that started there. I'll probably do most of the harvest off camera, because, I mean, I usually do that in a lot of times anyways, but I'll probably end up doing quite a bit of off camera. You guys have seen me harvest. I think the next big thing we do will be upgrading our land. It'll be so nice to sell those cows too next episode. I think that'll get us really far forward in what we're doing. And honestly, we may still end up buying that carrot harvester just because we can always sell it later, but just to not have to have any outstanding things that we're paying for or things like that, I think would be super nice to have. But now we're starting to get to kind of the more enjoyable money where we can start dumping some big bucks on stuff. So that is going to be fantastic for us. So there we go. Okay, he is rocking and rolling. So probably what'll end up happening if we look at if I just look at not in there, yeah, no, in here, on here. Next, I'm off camera. I'm going to get the sunflowers harvested. We'll probably wrap up the episode here in a minute, and then next episode, we're going to deal through planting season. We'll probably get into like, we'll probably actually get towards harvest because we're probably going to sell cows somewhere in that area as well. Because, well, let's see here. Our cows, because we want these guys to reproduce again. So they're at 20%. So they have 8 more months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, June will be really good for us. So we'll probably, next episode will probably end in June when we sell the cows, which would be really good. We're going to make, these are still going to go up in value, but this is $300,000 here at least. That is ridiculous. We're going to make a lot off of our cows, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, we'll get 2 sets of cows rocking and rolling. And then we may even have we may even go further than that, have maybe, I think ideally maybe 4 sets would be pretty cool to have. And I think this barn, if I'm not mistaken, well, actually we can just do this to, instead of looking it up in build menu. Can I jump over here, please? Thank you. No, didn't want to go faster. There we go. I think if I'm not mistaken, this is a 500 cow pen. Yes, so we could have 4 sets of cows. Now, I do think 4 sets of cows to feed is going to be quite enough. If we have more than that, honestly, we're going to have another grass field somewhere. I don't know if we'll do any other animals over here. I have thought about doing pigs or something just because I thought that'd be kind of fun. Oh, H is full. Let's get him unloaded. What should we use? We'll grab this. Well, this guy's gonna have to come out here. No, we'll use a truck for them out here. Let's go grab our little trailer here to get the carrots unloaded. That's the thing with having so much harvest going at once, is you have things being ready to be unloaded at basically all hours of the day. Yes, we'll grab this. But yeah, that's the plan. So we'll sell cows, and then I think the episode after that, we are gonna do spend probably, it'll almost maybe even just be one take. We're just gonna do a major revamp and rehaul of the farm through here. That's the plan. So the only thing I think about that too, if I'm thinking forward, is I do want to get rid of the farm sawmill at some point, at least move it out of the way. What we might do is role play building a new one, and I'll just sell what we have in it. And then, yeah, we'll leave it alone for now, and we'll kind of do that. And then we'll just move whatever wood's in it into the new one, just to make it fair, if that makes sense. I think we can do that pretty easily. Let's get over here and get our, we still do have technically our emergency grass field here, so if we need more grass, we can get it. And we also, of course, could just mow a bunch of area. We have a ton of grass up there and all over the place, so it's not like our cows are ever going to starve to death, but it would be nice if we didn't have to worry too much about it. There we go. Get this unloaded real quick. A worker A, is that one of the harvesters? Yeah, he'll be the next one that's full. That's okay though. Okay, get those out of the way here. Perfect. Okay, so let's go take a look at this new thing that we have in town, which would be really cool to show you, I think. So, and let me make sure I have my comment for the person that mentioned it up on the screen for me to be able to see. Okay. And I think this is honestly, a pretty reasonable addition to the town, especially a town this big and kind of where this is situated with what we got going on. Oh, that was a little glitchy in there. Trying to render everything in. We're going to take a right here, exit off the highway. And then just up here, we got a couple new things. First, we have the service station, which I'm going to say is just owned by the truck dealership. And here we have the truck dealership, which I had a lot of fun. I put out a lot of placeable stuff, and then I actually bought those trucks. There had to be some nice trucks up front. I don't have any specific international brand trucks per se, but this is just kind of a cool thing to have, I think, added onto the town. And this is from Jonathan Pirtle, made this comment, said, I'm seeing a lot of activity in no man's land. I'm a truck driver, and it's been a generational career. So I was thinking of a truck trailer dealership, could also sell cars and pickups. My name is John Wayne, so maybe the Duke's truck and trailer sales. So here we go. And we go over to the sign. Duke's truck and trailers. Sorry, it's such a delay on that. But yeah, so we have some different, oh gosh. And it's just a decorative building. You can't go inside of it. None of the garage is open, which I thought that'd be kind of cool if they did. But regardless of that, cool little area. I also put this is where you can see kind of junk cars or whatever, junk trucks that they don't need anymore. Back out here, and there's a gate right here for it that opens up. So, and then we'll go ahead and get our, we still do have technically our emergency grass field here. So if we need more grass, we can get it. And we also, of course, could just mow a bunch of area. We have a ton of grass up there and all over the place. So it's not like our cows are ever going to starve to death. But it would be nice if we didn't have to worry too much about it. So the only thing I think about that too, if I'm thinking forward, is I do want to get rid of the farm sawmill at some point, at least move it out of the way. that's all set up for them if they need that. And then there's some trailers back here, and it's kind of overstock. Where the trailers can be in the back, you're probably not going to display those as much. You're probably more going to want to sell the trucks and the bigger ticket items, if you will. So got some trucks over here on display, some box trucks over there, and then just a few nice little trucks here. Now, in terms of the rest of the town, if I go into flight mode real quick, just for planning purposes, we might put like another business in right here. This area, I don't know if I'll even mess with a whole lot. I will probably make this road continue across, and then maybe I'll actually make it just kind of curve, like kind of just a fun little curved road here, and then not worry too much about this, just through the woods there and over to that. And then probably more businesses in this area, and then I would like to use this area through here, I think, for more residential. I think that'll be good. And if we need to add any more factories, we can add them out here. And if we need to, we can add another farm business up here. But again, we're getting close to being done. Honestly, if I add too much more, it's going to just not work because this game save is already struggling to render everything in at all times because all of this stuff is placeable. And of course, as I started out, I was very detailed on everything. And I had to be less detailed now. I got a little carried away with the truck dealership. But yeah, it's huge, actually, comparatively, if you take a look at it. But I do like it. I think it's pretty cool to have that added in. I think that'll be perfect. So, yeah, that's what I got. And I think on that note, I'm going to keep working on harvest and stuff like that. But I think we'll wrap up the episode there. I'm hoping to still have episodes rock and rolling coming out for you guys. I leave Wednesday. I'm recording this Sunday. I leave Wednesday to head out to PAX East. So I'm excited about that. But, yep, there is. And to start, well, I finished all of our other harvests. So if you look around, they're all done. Carrots got soybeans, we got 231,000 liters off of, well, we did these two fields, which is quite a bit. So this one's going to be all sunflowers, which we're going to start in a second. We did our carrots, we got some more grass. So if we take a look at all that stuff, cows, first off, we're slowly filling this up more and more, and they're doing very good. If we go down here, we're still producing a ton of planks. We need to sell those soon. We're producing silage like crazy. Our chaff harvest was really good. We actually have a little bit more to put in there as well. Hay is getting produced pretty quickly. That's just our wood there. Carrots, we got 128,000 liters off of the field, and you can see it's already starting to work on getting that turned over to preserved carrots. So everything is going very well. But let's go ahead and start off getting our stuff harvested. So I have this guy with the small header, and that's the new one that we bought over there. So between the two of them, it should not take too long to get this harvest done. And all the other fields are limed, and then the grass field has been fertilized, and then stones, well, so basically, this field, because it had carrots in this field, they had corn. Those were both plowed and picked the stones off of and limed. This one was fertilized and limed because it's grass. These both were limed, and now we will lime this one because it should not require plowing after doing sunflowers. Let's get this thing started here. Perfect. And I don't actually know, when are we supposed to sell sunflowers? February. Okay, so we'll actually sell those fairly soon. Okay. I don't know how many we'll get off the fields. We'll kind of have to see, but should be decent, I think. Decent yield off of it. Get this guy up over rocking and rolling here. We'll see how it does with this big of a header. I mean, it should be fine on this size harvester. I think that's technically the size, the one that one has over there, but this should be just fine. It is obviously a different brand, so we'll see how that works out, but obviously connected, so it'll run it and everything like that, but we'll see if it all works out, horsepower and just how it lowers and all that. Sometimes you get issues with it, but so far so good. So let's go ahead and hire you to continue harvesting sunflowers over there. Let that auto save. Perfect. Yeah, they can keep harvesting. Our truck is, start this guy up. He's ready to unload them as needed, but we need to head into town. Why are we heading into town, you might ask? Well, we have a new business, which I actually need to get the comment ready so I can read it here for you guys in a second. Okay, so got a comment from Jonathan. Jonathan said, hello, Farmer Cop. My name is Big John, and I'm a tire guy that drives around farm to farm, fixing and selling tires and tracks. I was coming through No Man's Land the other day and noticed there's no local tire shop. Actually, no, I didn't want to hit that, that's for sure. So I'm thinking about moving to No Man's Land and opening up a tire shop to fix and sell tires and tracks. My prices are, there we go, amazing, and services even better. Hoping you can find me a nice plot of land that I can conduct my business and be a service to all locals and farmers around the area. Business name will be Big John's Tires. which I couldn't name it yet because there's a weird thing with the digital reader sign. So we'll have to fix that later on. But I decided that the perfect spot for it was right across from the dealership. So that little plot there. And I actually use a little bit more space than just that little plot. But we have the service station here. So they'll do maybe an oil change for you. I don't know what they'll do for you, actually. And then we have the truck shop here. So this place will do truck tires and everything like that. And if you don't know anything about my background, I actually worked at a tire shop for 5 years before becoming a police officer. So I changed a lot of tires, did tractor tires, truck tires, and passenger tires. So what do we have here? Well, we have a nice entrance over here and kind of some area for the trucks to be able to turn. A nice truck shop here. So this is where the trucks will get worked on. Nice and out of the area. Then we have a couple of warehouses to store tires and parts and everything like that. We have the shop here, some parking for customers. And then over here we have some lifts, which I actually didn't use these lifts to change tires a lot, but these are nice post lifts there. So nice covered lifts. They are outside, but they are covered at least, mostly at least. So yeah, and a few lifts over there for passenger tires and light truck tires and stuff like that. So easy peasy. And I know the Kubota Workshop sign doesn't really fit entirely, but you know, it fits close enough. I thought it was kind of a good feel for the area. And I did end up creating a road. Now, I'll be honest, I put in some houses up over here and some trees and stuff, and you'll see that in a second. So this road I did continue out because I talked about this road continuing through here and then kind of over to connect up with the roads over here. So I did end up doing that. So this kind of space is taken care of. After we drive through it, I'll go into flight mode so you can kind of get a good look at it. But as we drive through the road here, which is a little wider probably than it needs to be, we got some houses that goes up, and there's plenty of houses up there. I didn't do any crazy landscaping or decoration for these houses. I just basically use them to kind of take up the space and make it feel less kind of empty, so that way there's something going on there. Because nice area like that, people would love to live, especially the way I set their houses up there. So, and then as we come through here, you can see this is, you know where we're at. The big forest area. I was pretty happy when I set that up originally. And then obviously we have this little road here, which goes by our construction and excavation companies that we added a couple episodes back. And then you can see the truck shop, tire shop, and service station down at the bottom of the hill. So yeah, I'm just going to pull over here for a second. If we go into flight mode, we'll go up in the air here. So it's all coming together quite well. Further expansions, I might as well talk about it. I plan to run this road all the way out to the edge and kind of maybe make a tunnel and have it go out, because I'm not going to lower all that down. Maybe kind of make it look like it kind of goes off into nothing. And then there probably won't be any other businesses out this way. I just don't think that that's needed. So that'll probably be the end of that, but I'll finish the highway off, make it look good. And then obviously this land, I don't know what I'll do with. I might just put some trees down to kind of take that space up. This area we might end up buying, but for now it's just going to stay the way it is, because we could continue to farm out here. Obviously this would be pretty good farmland. We probably won't end up using it. I might run this road all the way down here just to kind of make it access to this a little bit easier. Or maybe eventually we just buy this just so we can put the access through. Honestly, that won't be a big deal because we'll have plenty of money at some point. But the thing I added this episode is these houses up through here. So all of these houses are added in. Again, I didn't really do a lot to landscape them. I just kind of added them in. So, and I did kind of some nice random houses, some really nice ones and stuff like that. But just kind of added them in so, people could live out here and kind of have that aspect here. I might put some more houses in here. This area right here, I'm just going to leave open for now in case we have a small business to add to it, or maybe a park actually would be really kind of nice there. That might be a good thing. And then this area is going to be probably industrial or commercial. I would say it's actually probably not industrial, commercial. And then this, I obviously want to fill in with houses, kind of more neighborhood stuff like that. Out this way, I'd like to maybe put some more commercial, maybe some more housing out here. There's that field I added in last episode that I told you guys about. I just kind of felt like it filled in the space. I might add like another field here if I don't add another farm in, but for now, that's kind of what we got going on around our area. I think it'd be nice for us to have some more land to do corn. And this field is super weird at this end. It just does not like it. So, yeah, which is just kind of a pain. So we may buy more land and expand out around here a little bit, but I kind of like that. Now, in terms of the farm, next episode, we're going to do some stuff to it, get it all set up. Oh, that guy is stuck down there. We'll deal with that in a second. In terms of what I want to do for our farm, I would like to actually put a small field in right here to do more vegetables, which I know is kind of crazy. This field I'm going to get rid of. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I just don't like this field being here anymore. And then I actually thought about right here putting in, and what I might do is landscape this road. So this road maybe goes across over to there. And then I was thinking about putting another, like a small vegetable field in there. And then later, if we needed more grass, we could always make it a grass field. So then we have kind of 3 vegetable fields, and I'm only gonna do that. The vegetables take absolutely forever. I can harvest all 3 of these or all 3 of these fields of soy before I can harvest this thing with vegetables with our vegetable harvester. That's just the way it is. So and it won't happen before we get that, but it'd be nice to get the fields in so they're all ready. And then obviously we have the silo here. I'd like to maybe put some more storages through here, sheds through here. I want to clear these trees out so we could just kind of have, and I want to delete everything just so we kind of have a clean slate. We can figure out what we want to do from there. And again, I'm going to do that all next episode. Next episode will probably just be 20 to 30 minutes of me just remodeling our farm. And I think that'll be good. I'm going to clear some trees out probably this episode or maybe next episode before I actually start recording, and put those fields in before I start recording so they're kind of in there. This area right here, I honestly don't know what to do with it. It exists. It's a great parking area, but we don't really have anything that needs to be parked there. I could put a shed there, and then it could be good storage for our vegetable equipment. But again, if the veggies are going to be here, well, I guess if they're here, and here, that would be fine. So maybe that's what I'll do just because it's already landscaped that way. But I'll kind of think about it. But I wanted to give you guys kind of that update there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep harvesting the sunflowers. I'll bring you guys back in probably in, well, February, right? February where we sell sunflowers. And then I'll bring you guys back in again in June. So after we've done all the planting, which I think for planting purposes, I think what we'll do is maybe sunflowers on this field just to change it up, and then do soy on these 2 fields. I think that'll be pretty reasonable. That just sounds about right. Obviously, corn here, carrots there, just the standard for those 2 fields. So we'll keep harvesting grass. So a lot of the stuff I have going on is going to be unfortunately kind of off camera just because we're kind of chugging along. But I think after we sell the sunflowers, we get some good money from them. Then we sell soybeans in June, and then also in June is when we are going to sell our 112 cows. So we're going to get a lot of money from that. So that's going to set us up really nice to have plenty of money to remodel the farm. I don't want us to be just short on cash or anything like that. I want to be able to actually just kind of go out and do it. So that's my plan for now, but I will see you guys a little bit later on. All right, welcome back in. It's not time to sell sunflowers yet, but we have something else we're going to sell in a minute that we need to sell, and I'll talk about that here in a second. So I did put this field in. I took a couple of trees out. I ended up actually, let's just go into flight, or to build mode at least. I also ended up actually taking out all these trees, got all those taken care of, and I bought us a new header. It was $32,000. It's an upgrade from the 6-meter one, so I sold the 6-meter one for 12 grand. This one was 32,000 for now a 9-meter header. So now we have a nice set of corn headers. I just thought that would make sense to buy that since it was available on sale. Yeah, so everything's going very well. I have kind of a crazy idea too, actually. I think since we have all of this space and we're not going to need all of it to put all of our equipment in, I think that this space up here, I think across maybe like probably right along to here, and then I'm going to curve it up and leave this road in and then curve around. I think that is going to become part of this field. I think that's going to be just kind of a continuation of it. It just kind of makes sense. It'd be nice to have a little bit more field space, but we don't need more space for our equipment. So all this will be field, which I didn't do last season when I did No Man's Land. And then we'll have equipment storage here, here, and then here we can have all of our different like supplies and stuff. And then we also can put equipment over here because this space is basically useless. And then I've determined over here for what we're going to do for the vegetable area is I'm going to take these trees out, and then this whole area, this wide, is going to be a vegetable field, or at least a field all the way up to about here. So that just makes sense. Better use for our land. And I think that right here, I'm going to put the hay equipment. I think I'll put it over here. Either put it over there or, honestly, I don't know. I'd like it to be right next to here, but we don't have space for it over there. I don't know. Maybe we'll change it up, but that would be a good spot for it. We could even put like a road kind of along the back just to kind of role play driving along there to get things done. But yeah, again, I'm slowly starting to take out all these trees here to get that done. I did like kind of storing the hay equipment here, but it'll make it difficult if we have a building here for the vegetables to happen. So I think just for the ease of working, I think that just makes sense to get rid of it and maybe put the hay equipment here. And then the vegetable equipment can go somewhere in here or over here again. We have plenty of space. So I think, again, that just makes more sense to restrict that a little bit and change that a little bit more. So that's kind of my new plan. But what do we need to do? That guy is getting ready to finish up taking care of the stones, which is great. Things are happening. If we take a look at everything, cows are doing fine on food. And again, we have a ton of food in here. The hay is good. Silage, I'm going to need to sell that probably next month. Planks, I'm also probably going to need to sell next month, which I'll do that stuff off camera. But I brought you guys back in so we can sell some carrots because this thing is spawning carrots and it's completely full up, and that will definitely be full before we know. Oh, we don't have a truck over there. Let's take this guy's a little bit closer. Let's take him over there. We'll drive over there, but what we're gonna do, we're just gonna drive over there, pick up that trailer, which will have a lot of carrots or preserved carrots in it. I'm gonna just shoot across here just in the interest of time, but it'll have a lot of carrots in it, so we can get those carrots sold off because, believe it or not, December actually just happens to be the best month for them. So if we actually take a look in here, a good price for them is $8.05 in December, and we're gonna just sell them at the restaurant, which is $8.29. That's the best I could see in here. Just making sure again, yeah. It could go up a little higher than that, but $8.29. I mean, that's really pretty good. We're gonna get quite a bit of cash from these carrots, anyways. So again, there's still a bunch more in there. Those are, I mean, right outside there, that's 16,000 liters because those are 2,000 liter pallets. And there should be, oh, maybe theirs isn't all the way full. Oh, we actually might not need to sell them. Never mind. That's my fault. I should have checked that. Yeah, we're totally fine. Because we're not going to sell until we have 100,000 liters in here. Again, the fluctuations of these guys throughout the year is, even when it's down here, it really is. I mean, 794 is the bottom of the barrel. So it's not, the price fluctuation is not bad. We can really just kind of sell them at any time during the year. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about that then. I thought that was a problem. But regardless, I did update you on our plans. I'll see you guys in November then. Or no, not November. I'll see you guys in February. Time's not going backwards, but I must be. Anyhow, I'll see you guys later. All right, just quickly, we're selling our sunflowers. We got a really good price right here, $8.40, but it's almost the end of February. So we're gonna sell them off real quick in the middle of the night here. Lucky Logistics again got another good deal somewhere to sell these somewhere else. So we'll get that done. And you can see our money has gone up otherwise as well. We did sell 450,000 liters of silage for $85,500. Look at that, not too bad. That's about 60 grand off of, yeah, about 60,000 off of just this field. I think soy is still probably a little bit more profitable. So yeah, but we'll keep doing sunflowers. It's nice to kind of change it up a little bit here and there. And then we also sold $137,200 worth of planks. Again, we have the contract $1,400 per 1,000 liters, and we had 98 pallets. 98 pallets, which is crazy. But anyhow, money went up quite a bit, which is nice. And obviously, we're going to get another almost $400,000 for cows, and then, I mean, another probably 200,000 for our soy. So we're going to be doing, actually, we're going to get more than 200,000 for the soy. We're going to be over $1 million. It's going to be great. That's awesome. Anyhow, I will see you guys probably in June. All right, it is June. Welcome back in, Rome. We have a lot to do. Yeah, we have an absolute lot to do. Not really a lot, but we're going to make a lot of money right now, which is going to be awesome. So, first off, we sold all of our silage for $48,757. We only had, I think we had like 350,000 liters or something like that. I did all the planting, weeding, everything like that. The farm is completely set. So everything is growing soy. I decided to do soy in all the fields just because why not? I don't know. Grass is not quite ready to harvest actually yet. Carrots are planted, corn's planted. Everything is rocking and rolling, which is great. You guys know about that field. Eventually I'll put that field in. But yeah, next episode, again, major farm overhaul. So I'm excited about that. And so right now we're going to focus on getting some money. So I have still some preserved carrots over by the factory, but I have 100,000 liters in here. And I think this is the best price. Let's make sure still. We are at 834 is a really good price. So we're going to sell these guys off here. All 100,000 liters is going to be great. They should sell. This is not going well. Yeah, right here. Okay. Oh. What in the world? I don't know what happened there. That is interesting. So, I have a unique solution to this. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's go ahead and put in some pallets. Wow, Moz DLCs. We preserved carrots. We're looking for P. Ooh. Food carrots? Auto loading? No. Why are you not auto loading? Oh, this is, let me delete objects on. Okay, let's delete that. Let's try it here. Did that auto load? Yes. Okay. We'll leave that open. Okay, let's do that. So that's one of them. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we back up a little bit. 6. Nope. A little forward. 6. Nope. A little forward. 6. What is going on? What is happening? I don't know what's going on with this. I think the trailer has some major issues. Let's do this. Let's just... This is going to be ridiculous. We're just going to have to count 50 pallets in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Okay, obviously not all these are selling right now because they're at weird angles, but that's where we can help. Wow, what a wild time to be alive. We're making money. That was so... I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to, like, reset that trailer. I've had some glitches similar to that with that trailer. So I think just resetting it will fix it, but that was... I don't know where those carrots went. They have disappeared off the face of the earth. I remember looking in the back and be like, wow, we have a full load, so I know they were real carrots in there, but or preserved carrots at least, but I don't know where they all went. So strange. Well, hopefully we know other oddities as we're going through this. But that got us quite a bit of cash. I'll deal with this later. This is just not even... I'm not even going to deal with that right now. Also, soybeans. We have the best price here up at the store, which let me just fire both these guys up. So we're going to make plenty of money off of our soybeans as well. We have 150,000 in this trailer and like 80,000 in that other trailer. There we go. Get those guys dumped in there. It's going to be so good. And I have a lot of equipment sitting over there you've probably seen. I reset all the equipment to the shop that I think we should probably sell because we don't really use anymore. So we're not going to get a lot of money for that, but it's just going to be kind of a good way to kind of clean up a little bit with what we got. So there we go. That was $200,000 worth of goods right there. We don't have 200,000 in here for sure, but we have definitely a little bit more in here, so that's good. Sell this off. And then we also have cows to sell, which I already have the first load of them backed up over there. We're going to be over 1 million with this. Oh, not quite. Almost over 1 million. Well, let's sell the equipment off. We'll save the cows for last, because that's the big ticket item. I know I'm just dragging them in the shop. It's just going to be easier this way. Okay. There we go. And we'll sell that. Perfect. Nothing crazy there. I probably could put a few of the small things in here all at once. Handle these guys all together. But just so you guys see all the stuff that we had that we really haven't used in so many episodes, and I don't know why we still own it. We don't need front loaders for anything. We use them for doing horses and stuff like that, and we just don't need them anymore. We don't do bales anymore, so we're just, yeah, we just don't need it. It's not needed for us. Not necessary. Not necessary. You can see our truck full of cows over there. There we go. We'll sell all this stuff off real quick. Okay. Boom. 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 Get that done. That one doesn't need repairs. $1 repair. All right. Then we can sell all these guys. Oh, almost put us over 1 million. 999,000. We'll definitely get over 1 million with this trailer here. Oh, I forgot we had all those little things in there. Get this in here. Sell this guy off. Yep, there we go. For the first time ever, we're over 1 million, guys. That's crazy. Now, I know it seems like a lot. We're going to be probably almost out of cash by the end of the next episode because we're going to do some significant overfall to the farm that is long overdue, quite honestly. So we're going to do a lot of stuff on the farm, and we're going to burn through a lot of that cash. Now, if we have any left over, we might buy a couple pieces of equipment. I'm thinking about some different things, but I want to mostly get the farm completely upgraded, and then and then I think probably from there I don't know what we'd upgrade next, actually, equipment-wise. That's actually a really good question. I'm not sure. Get all these done here. Repair, repaint. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And then we have a couple of cedars, which these guys are not worth, well, a planter and a cedar, I guess I should say. These guys are not worth a lot, so we're not going to get a ton off of this. But that's okay. Mostly, again, this wasn't really about getting us any more money. This is just clearing out stuff that we don't need around the farm anymore. I did empty, good lord, that one does not want to move. I did empty all the seeds and fertilizer out of them. There's a couple of big bags sitting around the farm now. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that one needed. That was just I thought that was the repair for a second. I was like, that was a lot of repairs, but no, it's good. There we go. Okay. Yeah, $3,000 for that. $2,700 for that. Not too bad. Okay. And now, let's sell our cows. Perfect. 100. This is only half of them, too. We have another load of them. This is great. Let's go pick up the other ones. Well, I'll be honest. I'm gonna I think stop the episode here. But we're made almost $400,000 off of our cows. Literal cash cows, guys. That is amazing. I'm gonna go pick up the other ones, and then I'm gonna sell those ones off, and that's all I'm gonna really end up doing off camera. But that is incredible. So a couple things I did off camera. I sold the other 56 of our cows that needed to be sold. I also sold, so we had a couple other things I needed to sell. Let's go in here real quick. So in preparation for this episode, getting things done, for our lime production, I sold all of our rock powder and removed all of our lime from here. I also sold our wood chips out of here and our planks out of here. So I got like $2,400 for the wood chips and the rock powder, not very much. And then I got $68,000 for the planks. So this is just kind of in here. So what we're going to do is if we sell this building, because we're going to get rid of it in a second, if we get money for this, we're going to just take it right out of our account and then know that we have 100,000 liters of wood that we can add in when we replace this production facility, because realistically speaking, we could just move that over to the next building. But anyhow, lime production's empty, so that one's good to go. And then our storages, if I run over here real quick, our storages are all empty except for our fuel, which actually I'm going to write down the amount of fuel in here. So 5,078 liters of fuel. So that way we can move that over to our new tank. And we don't actually have to pay for the tank either, because if you remember, we have a deal with, as long as we buy our fuel from them. Are they over here? It's Russ Petro. There we go. So we'll get it from them. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just start. Let's sell this stuff off. And all these guys are empty. I put all the lime into a trailer. So yep, sell that. Perfect. Not going to get a lot for these guys here, which is totally fine. Sell that. And sell that. Oops. Nope, don't want to do that. Sell this. Yes. And we don't get that money back. So 1777 and 2805. So boom. And then the 2805. We don't get that back because that's just a wash. Because the fuel that we just sold, because it sells the fuel when you sell it, we're just going to put that back in that tank somewhere else. All right, we'll sell this off, get that out of our way. This thing's not going to sell for anything, but we're going to get it out of our way. And then this we're going to sell, and this is going to give us probably, we're going to leave our little box, our little distributor for now. Okay, we get that. 64,686. We got to take that out. So, make sure it's all completely fair. Okay, and then back into build menu, we are just going to demolish this fence. There we go. Easy peasy. We're going to delete this. And there we are. We have pretty much cleared this whole space out. So in general, I think for our carrot equipment, so we're going to put another space here for storage.
I think we're going to find a place over here for all of our root crop equipment. So we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to leave this alone for now. I'm not sure what to do with that yet, to be honest. It could be for the carrot equipment, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with this space yet either, though I don't want this to be a field anymore. So I know some of this is just going to cost us a ridiculous amount of money to solve our problems, but that's okay. So I'm just going to, because I do want, actually I'm not going to put any, I'm just going to get rid of the field portion of it for now. I'm not going to paint any grass over it, but one thing I do know is I don't want this field here because this field is terrible. So we're just going to get rid of it here. And this is going to cost us a decent amount of money, but we finally have some money where we can actually invest in making our farm look really nice. So I'm excited about that. Again, don't know what I want to put there just yet. So this area is good for storage, but I think we need to worry about sheds first and then work around those. So I'm going to be in our way for sure. Move my character out of here. Here we go. All right. Perfect. And hopefully my audio all sounds good for you guys. I am recording at DJ's house, visiting him.
What up?
There he is. He's over there editing a Farm Sim News right now on a computer just over next to me. But yes, it's all rocking and rolling. So let's see here. Buildings, we need some big sheds. We got some big equipment. So let's see what we got. I'm going to go all the way to the end. We want some big old pricey sheds. Maybe not that pricey, but that thing's huge. I don't need one with solar panels. I mean, that would be good for money, but we don't need to do that. I like that one. That also has solar panels on it, though. I like to use some modded ones, not some base game ones. I do like the look of that one. That one's a nice one. These halls actually look really nice, too. I really like these. It doesn't all have to match, but I would like it to look decent together. Yeah, dry storage, that would be a big... That's a drive-through one as well, so that would be a nice one to have, actually, for, like, harvesters and stuff. And if we think about comparing them to, like, the size of the harvesters we currently have, these can handle harvesters that are much larger than that. So that's what I kind of like about that. So 190,000, and that actually would look really good with those guys there. Yeah, interesting that's not part of the same mod pack, but that's fine. So I think this is going to be kind of our runner-up for our main big shed, and maybe, yeah, we don't need to have maybe two of them over here. That might be a bit extreme. Oh, I did talk about actually expanding this field across, didn't I? We didn't even want to put sheds over here. Yeah, we don't want to do that. So we're going to expand that field across there, so we're going to put sheds over here. Yes, that's what we want to do. Because we have so much space, actually, on our farm, quite honestly. So maybe something like right in here. That would be a good spot for that shed, I think, maybe. Yeah, it's tough. Because we also can park stuff over here. We don't necessarily want too much stuff over there, but got that field there. This field's going to extend across here and probably into this field. So maybe just straight across there. So let's put a little line there where we're going to have that eventually do that. Something that is going to stand out pretty easily for us here. So that's going to not quite, it's a straight line there. There we go. It's a little bit better. And then maybe up into that field there. That's probably where we're going to put a field. We'll just put that line in so we know where that line is. Okay. Boy, that just got rid of a whole bunch of our space, which is actually kind of nice. Silo's going to stay there because we already placed it there. So yeah, I want big equipment over here. Big equipment I want over here. It'd be nice to have the seeders over here and stuff like that too. So I think that's another thing to think about. Oh, I got to scroll back all the way down. Let's see here. I do like buildings like that too. We could do something just crazy big. That one's taking a second. That's a really nice one as well. It's got a couple entrances on it. Yeah, it's not bad. That one's, yeah, 165 is not bad for sure. Yeah, I do really like the look at this one, though. I think we're probably going to end up going with this one. So if that's where that's going to be at, the only thing I don't like about that, though, if that field's going to be there, is getting over to these fields. There's not really a path. So I probably actually might leave a path in right there. So if we have this, I want to be able to drive stuff through here, though, too. So we got to be careful about that. This one could probably go... Oh, I'm thinking about that. But if I want two of these over here, I could do like one right there. That wouldn't be bad, I think. I actually could do probably probably... Yeah, maybe we... I don't know. That's a tough one. This is a pretty big shed. I would like to do one for harvesters and then one for the seeders, but quite honestly, with the size of this, one might just be large enough to handle all of that. Yeah, if we do something like this kind of an angle here, and then we could put another shed over here if we need to. But something like this would probably do the trick. Yeah, maybe we do, if we can snug it up against the rocks here. Do something like that. 190 for that. Okay, let's go see how this looks on the inside. Oh, I gotta go in the door, I bet. Yep, there we go. Oops, there we go. Okay. Gotta go over to the button. There we go. Great sound effects on that. Great animations as well. Fantastic. Okay. So, the shed is fairly large. Let's see how the planters go in there. If I pull these guys in there. Let's get that guy started up. Get this guy started up here. Because ideally they would be the ones that would go in there. And again, I don't know how long this episode's going to be. Well, I'm just going to run into that harvester. That's fine. I don't know how long this episode's going to be. I know it would be probably a little bit longer than usual just because I am doing a lot of good customization stuff. I'd like to get it all done this episode, though, in terms of getting the farm kind of revamped. But I did say this episode was going to be all about that. So if you don't care what the farm looks like and you wanted to see some farming, this may not be the episode for you. All right. Yeah, we're definitely going to need 2 of these sheds, I think. So that guy can park in there. Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. Well, we don't necessarily need 2 of these sheds, but this is going to be, I think, our cedar shed. Let's make sure this guy fits in here. Worst case scenario, of course, too, we can change it later, but rather not do that. I'm just going to knock that out of our way. It's fine. The cedar's huge, so no big deal. But yeah, we'll put these guys in there, and then I'm just going to leave these tractors hooked up to the cedars. Because I think that's all we really use them for. At least these 2 tractors. I put 1 on each side. Oops, that wasn't great driving. But, yeah, I mean, there's still space in here, so we can still store some stuff from here if we'd like to. It does seem pretty excessive just to put these 2 things in here. Well, we can put the other planter that we have back here, too. And park it in one of the corners, and then if we get any other cedars or things like that, I think we can put them in there as well. So I think that'll still be the main purpose for that. Okay. So I like that. That's a good setup there. Right here, I would like a little truck shed where the trucks can just kind of pull through. So that one doesn't have to be too crazy long or too crazy big for that matter, because we don't have that many trucks. Even if we have later or more later on, it still doesn't have to be, that thing's huge. Is that the one we just put down? No, that's a different one. Why don't we use that one? That one's cheaper. It appears to be very similar. That would have been a good one. Maybe we should have done that. Done our research a little bit better. So something like this, I just wish it wasn't quite this long, I think is what I don't like about that shed. Just drive through? No, it's just doors on the front there. I wish some of these, the modern sheds there, though, I wish those were drive-through sheds. I definitely don't want to have to back the trucks in, so yeah, having a drive-through shed is going to be key. Let's go a little bit further down here. I know I have the Michigan Farm shed pack in here, which that one has some really good sheds in general. All right, let's see. But those sheds aren't too expensive, I don't believe. Maybe I don't have it in here. I don't see them. I should have seen at least one of them by now. Yeah, these are all going to be too small down this way. All right, pump it back up here a little bit. That's not a bad one, actually. That's not a bad idea. That one's not. That one's definitely a lot more reasonably lengthed. So I think actually I might go with that one. Yeah, that would be perfect. because I can probably put 4 trucks in there. I want to make sure they have room to get in and out and whatnot. And I still want a road through here, so maybe back it up a little bit. Maybe like right back here. Yeah, maybe right there. I like that. Okay, that'll be good for that. So now we just need a place for all of our other random kind of miscellaneous implements, stuff like that. And then we need to put some storages down for everything, which we're still going to have plenty of money left over, actually. We're doing really good. Okay, so, and I think for the just kind of miscellaneous storages, I'm going to go back to thinking about that modern shed haul. So this pack here, because I think that's going to blend. Let's go all the way to the end and then work our way back. Yep. So I think this is the big one. Yeah, and that thing is, that's almost a little too big for what we're looking for. Are there different colors? Oh, you can do different colors on these. I didn't realize that. We'll deal with the white though, so it kind of matches our theme a little bit. So I could do something like that. That's not the end of the world. That actually bought me nice because I can pack some probably large implements, back them into that pretty easily. I could do that. That might be good. And I could put a smaller shed over here, or the storages or something like that. But yeah, if we're going to put the field there, I still want them to be able to drive around there. So, or actually, you know what? Maybe we do it from this angle. So if that's going to be the field and then a road right along there, we can always adjust the road over. But I think this will be out of the way of the road if we put it right about there. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, now we just need maybe a smaller shed. That's still way too big. Okay. Something like this, but I don't think that's going to really fit with the... I wish you could change that roof color. I'm not a big fan of the red roof on that. Doesn't really match what we got going on. This one's a little bit better in terms of the roof. That one wouldn't be bad, actually. That's not the end of the world. It only has 3 bays, though. I'd rather have more bays, I think. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here first. I might have to default back up to that first one we just looked at, for this purpose at least. Let's see. Nope. Don't like any of those. Terrible. Not really. The sheds actually look really good. They're just not, I think, what we're looking for right now. Yeah, I think we're going to have to default back up with that one. I think that'll be... Ooh, I don't know what I just did there, but... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find... Well, actually... I can't change the color of that. I don't like that as much that's red, and I actually don't mind the fact that it's open like that. I could do... Oh, here we go. So that's got a little bit of a rusty roof, but I think that actually blends really well in with what we have going on. So I think we're going to put this one in. I think this will be a perfect little shed for just right along here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Well, we also could... I'm trying to think of where I want the storages to be at, because we also could put this right here, and that actually might be a better option. Put storages along there, or along the other side or something. But yeah, so I put storages along here or along there. That would work. Oh, actually, you know what? This isn't that big. I could put this... This actually could fit right in here really well. Well, I don't know. I don't really like how that sits up against that. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, I think this might be a better spot. Yeah, I think right over here. I think this is going to be a good spot for it. I think we'll just do that and then call that good for there. Containers now. Okay. So let's do our fuel one first, since that one's going to be a little weird since we have that agreement where we don't have to pay for it. Where do we want to put our fuel is a good question, to be honest. I kind of want it to be a little bit easier to access than the other things. So maybe like right up against this guy. Yeah, let's see that. All right, 10,501. We have to reimburse ourselves for that one. Okay, that's done then. Back to containers. There should be some cheaper storages down here. We don't want to pay for crazy ones. That's the liquids. The feed. That was a good seed storage. But we could probably, actually, you know what? We have plenty of money. Let's upgrade and get some nicer stuff. Nope. I'm scrolling too far in accident here. We don't need a buying station. Don't like that. I don't like the look of these. They just don't look good. I don't want to use those. But that might be... Gosh, yeah, that might be what we have if we're going to go with something different or nicer. Yeah, we might just go back to what we had before. Well, that's a seed silo. That's a little bit nicer seed silo. I like that one a little bit better. So maybe we'll go with... Change up the seed silo at least. Okay. Oh, I also would really like to have a root crop storage for like carrots. And stuff like that. I really, really like that. Honestly, though, too, this actually might just be the best area to put this stuff since it's right around all the equipment. So maybe we are just going to put it over here. I can put that, and then we can still spread them out pretty good. Put seeds right there. Okay. Now we need... I don't need a propane tank, that's for sure. Yeah, let's go back down over here. It's a water tank. Don't need that. Feed silo. That one does liquids. This one does... I'm pretty sure... Let's put this down. Worst case scenario, it's only $1,000 if it doesn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's put that one down and see what that does. Because I can't remember. Obviously, the seeds one's going to do seed. This one will do seeds, lime, or solid. Oh, perfect. Okay, we just need another one of those. I guess I didn't need to use that seed one. How many seeds does that silo hold, actually? Is it going to be the determining factor probably here in a second. So I can do these guys. Perfect. Where's that guy? Be like $8,000, I think is what we pay for it. 20. Yeah, I actually am going to get rid of it. That way they just all match. Yep, they all match. Yep. Okay. I'm going to put that one right in there. Okay. So we have all those storages that we need there. Let's go to silos because I want... We have a good farm silo, which is great. Don't have to worry about that. I would like to get a root crop storage. I know we can obviously put them there. It's a multi-fruit silo, but just for the sake of being a little bit different. Those would be great, but they're not going to store the new root crops. Do we need a bale and pallet storage either? I don't think we do. Sure, for earth fruits. Oh, I see. There we go, down at the bottom. Just tell me what can be stored there. Nope, don't need any of those. Could get a stone pile for storing our stones. It's not the worst idea I've had. Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe we have to hold off on that for now then. Putting something like that in. But I think this is a good stop. Oh, here we go. Just beets and potatoes. Darn it. That's just beets and potatoes. I would love it if that would hold carrots. I would love it. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay. So for now, we still use that silo for carrots. That is what it is. I didn't mind that stone storage. It just gives us somewhere to kind of dump the stones on the farm. So I kind of like the idea of just being able to dump them somewhere. It doesn't have to be here, though. Oh, you know what? This little spot might be a good spot for... Well, it's 45,000, so if I don't like it there, I'm not going to like it. So, but we do need somewhere to put the stones. For now, yeah, maybe we do find a good spot for them over here. Yeah, we could put them right here. That's not the worst idea I've had for sure. Workers aren't going to like this as much with that being there, but we'll deal with that later. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you know what? This is where the stones will go for now. That's what we got. Okay, so now that we placed all this stuff down and we kind of have an idea of what we want to do, we can do some landscaping to actually make this look good instead of look terrible like it currently does. Yeah, we don't want it to look terrible. We want it to look decent. So, this part of it, I'm not going to worry about right now until we harvest, because then we can actually plow out where we want stuff to go and then figure it out from there, because some of this will be field, some of it will not be. But I guess this is probably right where I'll put the field. And then this will not be. And then I guess, yeah, I can just paint this on. This isn't that big of a deal. And then we'll leave room for a road there. So put this field along here. Kind of. It'd probably be a little bit actually further over than that, but let's go ahead and paint on some grass. Okay, yeah, I'm just actually going to paint over this. Okay, and I'm going to paint over that just because we can just make the road right now. This road will be a dirt road here. Maybe slightly less. Yeah, maybe slightly less wide than that. Oop, nope, there we go. Just to keep it on par with what we've already got going on. Okay. This road actually looks decent through here. Get a little bit wider. Perfect. And then right here we'll convert over to gravel. So it actually looks decent over here. Okay. There we go. Okay. And this is going to curve just right down and just into this area right here. Okay. I am debating whether or not just to fill that all in, but I'd rather there be a little bit more separation. I think that needs to be a little bit wider there, though. Yeah, we'll make this grass in the middle here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that can make that look a little neater. This can be grass. This can be grass. Perfect. Okay. Make sure the inside of this isn't just a bunch of grass. Nope. Okay, we're good. Okay. This all could be grass through there. Just clean that up a little bit. Yeah, for now until we get a better idea of what we're doing. This, actually, I just need more grass here. Yep. Okay, and then this inside here, I want to be gravel anyways. And I don't want it to hang over like it was before. There we go, perfect. Okay, and then this path is now gravel as well. I think that just will look better. And on time, I'm actually doing better than I thought I'd be doing. I thought I'd be going way over 30 minutes on this, but we're just pushing 30 right now. So I should be done here soon because we're almost done getting this basically squared away.
Hurry up, I'm hungry.
DJ wants to eat lunch. He wants me to hurry up. There we go. That's the entrance to that shed. And then what we'll do here is connect this like that. And then this. That makes sense to do it like that. And then this road can get a little bit wider. Yeah, like that. Okay. So, I like how that looks. Now just another 45 minutes. I'm just kidding. I said that for DJ's benefit.
You suck.
And then I'm just going to curve this onto there. And then this can just kind of just connect over that way. All right. Now we just need to put a little bit of grass down and we're good. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right. This is going to be probably the most expensive part too, because grass in Farming Center 22, if you paint it down, is extremely expensive. But financially speaking, we're actually doing a lot better off this than I thought we would, which is great. We'll still do some more upgrades in the next episode because I'm going to add some fields and stuff like that, and we'll get that figured out. Let me fix this little bit of mud here. Or actually, no, it was sand, dirt. It was dirt. All right. But yeah, we'll do a little bit more upgrades next episode in terms of buildings and stuff like that after I get some more fields put in and we get that squared away. But then past that, our farm is pretty much going to be good to go. Obviously, we're starting to get a point now, finally, after we're almost 70 episodes into this series, where we can actually afford to do some things to kind of make the farm look really nice, which is awesome. So we now are starting to make good money, kind of. Slow but surely, we're getting there. Okay, let's paint this in a little bit here. Perfect. Like the look of that. Okay. And I'm not going to worry too much about this stuff over here right now, because again, I'm going to add some field in here. We'll just clean this up a little bit. Okay. So now our farm has a significant upgrade. So it actually looks like an actual farmyard, and it looks like we're professional farmers instead of really terrible farmers. So that's great. We do have to add some productions. So I don't think I'm going to worry about converting the stones into lime anymore. I think we're just going to dump them here, and then maybe eventually we sell them, or we put the production down later when we have enough. But we use so much lime anyways, it's not going to matter. We do need to put another little sawmill down to get some planks done, but we can worry about that next.
Yes, we are back on here. Now, it's bittersweet. I will say that. I'm not continuing this series. This is our kind of finale episode to just talk about it a little bit. And I know it's going to bum some of you out. And some of you guys that have been watching the series, you know, later, and you've been watching it consistently, when you hit this episode, it's going to be a huge bummer for you, and I apologize. But as I'm recording this episode, it's been 5 months. Has it been 5 months? Yeah. No, it's been worse than that. It's been 7 months since I've last posted a video, or almost 7 months since I've last posted an episode on this. Now, this was going strong, and then I was doing some other stuff, mixing in some stuff, and work got busy, and life just kind of happened. And, well, over time, I was posting less and less on this series, and it got to the point where, you know, I was posting once every, you know, month or 2 months, and it just seemed like it was very disconnected, and it was hard to do. And as much as I love this series, like hopping back on here, as soon as I got back on here, I just wanted to keep going with it, because I do truly love this map, love playing on it. I was planning to go to 100 episodes on this, and I just can't. There's just no way I can do it before Farming Simulator 25 releases, coming up in less than a month now. So I just don't have time for it, and I just can't put any time into an FS22 series when FS25 will be out. So, yeah. Some of you I know will say, well, I'll watch it. You should just keep doing it, you know. But I did put a community poll out there. Most of you guys said to kind of nix the series. So we're going to end it, but we're going to go for a nice little walk. Final walk through our farm. We have accomplished so much on this series, honestly, an absolute boatload. We have a huge farm, very successful. There's a weird glitch here that I still run into. There we go. I just got to walk around that. Nope. Further up. Nope. Further up. We'll get around it. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it truly is bittersweet. I'm really bummed that I'm going to nix the series. It is kind of sad. 70, I guess, at least is a round number to end at. But, yeah. However, I am going to tie this in roleplay-wise into our next series. I have been called on a mission. I have to go away from No Man's Land and go somewhere else to go on a farming mission. I've been contacted by the U.S. government, and that's what I have to do, is I have to go on a mission after this. Go do something. Look at all this massive equipment we have. We were doing very well for ourselves on here. But yes, I have to go on a mission. That's the roleplay aspect of why we are leaving No Man's Land. behind and moving on, that is part of it there. But let's hop into flight mode. There's so many cool things to look at here. So obviously our farm, for starters, I'm not even talking about the town. We have our farmhouse, we have our cornfield. This is kind of where we ferment our silage and make our silage, which make a bunch of money on every year. This field was going to be, what we're going to do on this one? We're going to do vegetables on this one or something? I can't remember now. But I think we're going to do vegetables. I know that's right. We were doing vegetables because we go down into here. Well, first off, our cow's doing absolutely fantastic. And if we go down to here, we are making carrot soup. So we're doing carrots. I forgot about that. We have a ton of stuff stored through here. You can look over here. A couple tractors in there. This shed's got just our sprayer in there. Rubicon. Massive stuff. Plenty of space to extend. I think we're going to extend that field out over here. Or put more sheds here. I can't remember exactly what we're going to do. We're working on putting another massive field up here, which is just insane. We had a ton of plans on this map. A ton of plans. If you remember the highway over here that I was going to extend out to kind of the edge of the map. And we own... We go... Let that save. Oh, gosh. It's going to autosave. I should have turned autosave off because I don't care. We will let it try to figure itself out here for a second. But... yeah, the highway is going to keep going. We have our carrot factory over there on the edge, which is awesome. Let's turn autosave off so we don't have to deal with that again. There we go. Okay. Because obviously we're not really accomplishing anything. But yeah, this highway was going to keep going. I was pretty happy with it. And actually, they just came out with a mod a while back that I thought of No Man's Land about, where it helps you lock into a straight line when you're landscaping and painting. So that would have been way more helpful to do this, because it's very tedious to landscape like that. We have our soup factory, because we bought this little chunk of land here. And if we look up at the map, we owned that little chunk of land. We hadn't bought this yet, but we were going to buy that. That's where the highway runs, is right along there. So we had really accomplished quite a bit on here. If we go up on the highway a little bit more, we had these nice wooded houses in here. I was pretty happy with how they turned out, this little wooded area. We had kind of some, house cabins out here, and then like a nice little lake area. This is perfect for camping and doing whatever. Really good campground. We had our fish farm back here, and then recently added all these houses in, just to kind of fill some of the space and add some more residential. Some nice big houses through there. Of course, you had a nice little sawmill, and everyone had so many businesses named after them on the map, because that was what we did. Little cornered area right here. I love this little setup. I was so happy, and it just brought me so much joy to build all this. I loved doing this. I enjoyed being creative like this. Got our BGA here. I think this is a supply shop here, a building supply or something like that. I really loved it. I truly did love this series, and I hope you guys did as much as I did. I know I sound kind of sad. I am a little bummed that we're not doing it further, which I know I could just do whatever I want, keep doing it if I wanted to, but I have to face the facts. We just don't have the time to finish this series out the right way. So I'm going to move on to a new series, and that'll be the last series for Farming Story 22 before moving on to 25. Obviously, we have this huge... I put this little bike path in. I was pretty happy with how that turned out over the trees through here. Little park right there. That's where it came into. And then we had some massive houses along the highway through here, and then a nice little neighborhood through here. I was so happy with how it all turned out. It really did turn out really good. We had this little area here. We had like a liquor store here, I think is what we said it was. Is the liquor store? That says supermarket there, but I thought the whole purpose, or maybe it was this one. Yep. Here's the liquor store. We had the Corgi Cafe there. I put a little trailer park in here. We have plenty more space to expand. We got the vet clinic out here. Oh my goodness, we had so much stuff going on. I loved building this overpass. It was challenging, but also a ton of fun. So if you wanted to go up around, you could get out to that side of town instead of having to cut through this parking lot here, because that's basically the only way to get out here. I could have done some other stuff to make it so we got out there, but that was the coolest way to go over the highway and have the highway funnel in here and this be the main road. Had some factories out this way. I loved building the quarry. Quarry's really fun. That was one of our first sawmills right there. Put some greenhouses up on this hill. Added some fields for some other farmers that some of you guys were. We had a nice vineyard here, which is super cool. I loved doing that too. So much fun to build all this. And over here we had some bees and stuff like that. And good gravy. They produced a massive amount of honey over here. But regardless of that, we have back up over here, kind of the main part of the town. And again, this won't be a very long episode, I'm sure. It's just me reflecting on it and everything we've done. And if you look up there in the upper right-hand corner, this is year 24. We spent 24 in-game years on here over the course of 70 now episodes, basically 69, because this episode doesn't really count towards that. But awesome. We have the F12 headquarters right here, courtesy of Darren Duell making all this stuff for the F12 patrol. Awesome. Basically our police department, but yeah, super cool. The F12 patrol, love it. Yeah, we got our Nest Cafe shop. We'll use car dealer there. So many mods and so many third-party mods. We added this stuff more recently to get more businesses on here. Nice little business park here. And this area right here, I was planning to fill in with more houses, probably all be houses. And you can see I extended our bike path, so you can go all the way down to the park from there. Just thought it was cool. And then it also connects out over here. I forgot how extensive I went into this. It goes through these, around here, then you can cut through here, and basically get to downtown, which is awesome. I should have put another cut through right there to get to those neighborhoods. I could have done that pretty easily. But anyhow, still looks nice. The main part of the town here, we got Rusty's donut shop over here, which is fantastic. Oh, some mods are gone. One of the mods must have not worked or loaded or something. Weird. But I didn't delete anything, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, such a cool series, guys. I loved being on here. I just wanted to get on here and reflect with you guys. No Man's Land, I don't think is coming to Farming Simulator 25, and it's kind of bittersweet in a lot of ways. This is my first big series that I did that really kind of helped the channel take off, and so I've got a lot of nostalgia on No Man's Land, and I always will, and I've had a ton of fun. I'm trying not to get, I'm almost like getting like teary-eyed about it. It's seriously very emotional for me to leave this map behind. I think it's important, and I'm not going to regret it or anything like that. I think it's the right thing to do moving forward and everything like that. But this, I think a third of my overall channel views have been from No Man's Land related things, which is insane. So thank you guys. Anyone who's here along for the ride, if you were here at 1,000 subscribers when we did the special on No Man's Land, or if you were here for 50,000 subscribers when FS22 released, or now here for almost 150,000 subscribers, which by the time you're watching this, there may be that many out there, but we're almost 150,000, and who knows where we're going to go in less than a month when FS25 releases. So it's been a wild ride. I've been honored that you guys have liked and subscribed and watched my content. It's been truly a pleasure to bring it to you, and truly a pleasure to make all this and put all this together, and I honestly have really enjoyed it. So honestly, just thank you guys. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And with that, that is our final No Man's Land episode probably ever. Crazy, crazy, crazy. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching. I'll see you guys on whatever's next, whatever the future holds for us.